Bro, every time I'm like, man, I probably got some form of autism. It's just true. I just like, I don't know. I come down to like being so scheduled. I'm almost like a cat. Like I have a schedule, like mentally, and if I don't follow that schedule, things are weird. I don't get it. I can't like, it's hard to deviate from my schedule and feel normal. Yesterday had me all sorts of fucked up. So I definitely ended stream a little bit early yesterday, but it wasn't like early. It was just like I planned to play SWTOR and then I was like, nah. I was done. I was like, we're good. The Outlast Trials, Deus Ex Game of the Year Edition. Nice. Sonic Racing CrossWorld. I tell Nero to buy it. I'd be like, gotta tell Nero. Gotta tell Nero. Nero won't buy it, but I got to. Especially after the meme yesterday. I gotta see the new Final Fantasy Tactics 2. Oh my god. Like I said, guys, too many video games coming out this year that have come out this year that are really good. There's gonna be a great amount of games coming out next year too, I'm sure. So fuck. Sorry. Probably disgusting sounding. Little Nightmares 3. Isn't that already out? Oh, it's not out yet. Damn. I've never played even Little Nightmares 1. Let alone Little Nightmares 3. Guys play Little Nightmares? Oh yeah, my shit's fucked. No, my cat's down there though. Good problems? Let me fix this up. I mean, it's mostly fine. It's just like, looks dark. You know what I mean? Oh, it changed like all my settings again. Why? Why is it like that, you know? Why can't we just have like a normal day? My cat's there. There we go. There we go. My cat's over there. He's such a cutie. We want to give him a treat. What a cute baby. Oh, you want a treat? You want a treat? Okay. He sits down for his treats. I can't feed him too many of those treats though. You guys remember what happened last time? He puked under my table. Under my desk. He puked. He was like, nope, I'm not having it. He started throwing up under the desk. So we can't let him do that. Again, it's not good for him. We can't we can't give him more than like one or two of those treats. We have some other treats though. You want another one? You want a catnip treat? Yeah, okay. I just like give him stuff. Oh my god. Came so close, look at him. Whoa, whoa. Good boy. Good boy. Good kitty. Good Rico. He's a good cat usually. Him and Percy will probably have issues later because they're both in the bedroom, but at least my pimple thing went down. I don't know if it popped or anything, but it feels like not painful now and good, so we're chilling. Not the Online Safety Act, dude. That means my stream is canceled. My stream is not advertiser safe that much, which is crazy. Dude, the new Monster Hunter update comes out tomorrow. That's insane. Holy shit. If, you know, tomorrow we'll be playing Monster Hunter Wilds anyway. So, yeah, we'll be doing the we'll be doing the thing if it's released by then. If it's not released by then, I'll play SWOTOR, or it's either it'll be SWOTOR or it will be Baldur's Gate 2. And then Tuesday we'll play Monster Hunter. If it isn't out by the time we stream, it should be. But if it isn't, then you know we're gonna change things up, because that's just how it has to be, man. I'm not gonna, you know. Nope, I'm not gonna force myself to do that. Like, force myself to play Wilds and then have no new content, and then play Wilds the next day with new content. Like, no, we're gonna wait for the new content regardless. If it drops that day, it drops that day. If it doesn't drop exactly on the day, then it'll be a little bit different. Oh my god. Whoa. Really? One of the homies who used to speedrun. One of my homies who used to speedrun with me, who speedruns like Pokemon Puzzle League and Puzzle Challenge, like posted a playthrough of Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, like just like a normal like gameplay playthrough. That's kind of cool. I just saw that. It's sick. Thanks, Voltos. Bum, 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 bum. Where's the thing? Sonic. Bum, 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 boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna be a little bit brighter, actually. Whoa! We have a light on us. It's crazy. I can adjust it too. That's crazy. I can actually like make myself brighter. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a star. I hate it when the fill light's a little bit weird, but it's hard for me to adjust the fill light as much as I want to. Oh well, we're so back. Let me unmute the game. Alright, so this game, we have it very low because the music's kind of annoying. So I hope that's okay with everybody. I hope we're okay with it. This game has some banger tracks. It's just, I'm pretty sure the emulator we use doesn't really process it that well. So I try my best not to complain about it too much. But yeah, the sound effects and the game sound is not particularly good. I'm going to blame the emulator. I blame the emulator when it comes to DS and GBA sound effects being just bad, because I don't think they emulate well at all. I could be totally wrong, but I'm gonna live on that. That's my way. That's my code. That's my samurai Nindo. Okay. But on that note, everybody, oh, what's up, YouTube? We're back at it again with Sonic Chronicles, Sonic the Dark Brotherhood, the RPG. Yes, it's not Sonic CROSSWORLDS again. I know. It's not disappointing at all, though, because we were at the very end of this game. We would have finished it last time, but we ran into a lot of very funny, very irritating, very all over the place crashing issues, which I'm going to blame the emulator we were using for that. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to have to get through this game anyway. We're going to have to suffer through no matter what. If it crashes a whole bunch, if it doesn't crash a whole bunch. At this point, we're basically just going into the end game and fighting the final little bits of the game. So, yeah, that's all we're going to be doing. I have the only goal today is to be finishing this, then starting some more SWOTOR, and yapping about Sonic CROSSWORLDS, because I'm kind of obsessed. That game is really good, actually. I'm really enjoying it a whole lot. Then I guess we know what we have to do. Then let's do it. Let me know as soon as you're ready. Keep in mind, we will signal the Zoa. We won't have the time to do anything but head straight to Nocturne. I'm ready. Let's start the attack. All right, let's go. Strap in, everyone. It's time. Tails in to Zoa Command. Come in, Zoa Command. Oh, I have to turn down that light. It's actually like flickering for me. Oh my god. Okay. Zoa Command, over. We're ready to go. Affirmative. Fire rocket cannon on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Mark! This reminds me of MDK2, though. Very much the same kind of energy that came with, like, that game for their cutscenes. What the hell? Just opened a portal. Now, Tails, go. It's closing faster. I can't. We're not going to make it. Turn back. I can't. Tails, we can do it. We have to. I'll try. I'll do it. What if they just died? What if the game just ended there? That would have been really funny. We did it. Yippee. Find a place to land, Tails, and quickly. Right, everyone, hold on to your butts. What butts? I don't have a butt. My butt is gone. Oh my god, this is gonna be a big area. Cool. I'm down. Looks like a castle almost. Whew, that was a close one. Hate to say it, but the repulsor field closed up behind us. I think we're stuck here. Oh great, Mama always told me one of these days I'd get stuck in an alien dimension without a change of clothes. I mean, I've never seen you change your clothes, Rouge. I didn't know you had more than one outfit. We have to stop Ix and then find a way home. But how do we... ... The island! It's moving! Lord Ix is using its power of the Master Emerald to move the Nocturne towards the wormhole. We can't let the Nocturne enter our world. We have to stop him. Let's go! I don't think so. He. Who said that? Nani? Oh no, we actually don't have mana going into this. The mighty Lord Ix has set his plan into motion. Your world will quiver in fear. He. Are you Shade, Princess of Traitors? Don't think Lord Ix has forgotten you. Come face us if you dare. He. Did the game crash immediately? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm blaming the emulator here. I have to restart the emulator. That's fine. If it's just the emulator being bad, I'm a little bit more tolerant about that. But because the weird thing about this is that we've had to in terms of using the emulator. Oh, can I not skip this? Okay, we can. We can just skip through it though. It's like not that big of a deal. Hopefully we're not locked. That could be bad. Yeah, from what I could tell, this is the only emulator that like got past some of the issues this game had for crashing, and it still isn't perfect. So that's crazy. Oh my god, does it just crash here? Like, is this just how it is? Oh no, I'm gonna have to pick a different dialogue option then, I think. I was actually thinking about... Are y'all ready for this? Okay. Bro, if it actually is just like bugged out and I'm gonna have to like make a proper save and transfer it over to a different emulator, that's wild. And let's see. Bum 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 bum. We can do it. Who said that, Nani? Oh yeah, it just crashes there. Wow. Huh. Huh. Let me see if I can do something about that. If I can make the game have a native like save thing, like a normal save, you know, file, I might be able to go further. If not, we're stuck. Huh. Hmm. Huh. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we can get it to save. So I have to change the path. Um, don't I have like, I think I have Melon DS downloaded. Yeah, I do. Okay, I found it. I have a backup plan. The data cannot be. Oh, okay, 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 okay. 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 I know this is about to be weird. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay, I get it. These save states aren't compatible. Oh, fuck me, dude. Huh. Huh. Give the cars some treats. Okay. Let me see if I can summon them. Who wants treats? Come on. And how are you, Marlon? I think we might be fucked. Oh, there he is. I was wondering where he is. There he is. He's got to do some tricks, or else he doesn't get his treat. Oh, before you work on D&D? Oh my god, that's right. Y'all haven't done a session in like months, right? I gotta... Jesus Christ. How do I... Huh. Okay. Jesus. Damn, dude. Holy shit. Everybody's like, I don't know. Maybe if I fly to it from a different colony or something. I don't know. I think it's probably like gonna crash every single time. There's like no way. I'm gonna try from here. But like I don't think it's gonna change anything. Yeah, so I can't transfer my save states and I can't seem to find a way to save. Huh. I don't want to spend like forever doing this, so I might just go play Wotor instead. Yeah, it just crashes here. That's crazy. Dude, you've been getting ads for XLR compressor. Like, dude, you're barely on a laptop. It'll explode if you do that. You could set it up on a laptop. There are ways to do it, but it also doesn't. Like, you really don't need a fancy microphone unless you're like creating content or doing something with it. You know, it's just because you've been looking through microphones. So like your cookies are all about microphones. So they're trying to. The internet is trying to like upsell you basically on more microphones. They're like, oh, dude, you should totally like get this other microphone. It'd be so cool. But like, you know, no. Ready for Omega? Dude, I'm so ready to play tomorrow. I can't wait. I hope it comes out during my stream times. If it doesn't come out during my stream times, I'll have to play it on Tuesday instead. But that's fine. If I have to play on Tuesday, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, we're gonna try once more. And by once more, I mean I'm gonna try this. They have specific DS like save states for the emulator. Okay. It's crazy. You shouldn't have to do that. It's also not like making an actual save path at all. So, like there's no way to save essentially. Like through the game's like through the emulator's usage, like I can't. I'm gonna try something else real quick. Now the game's like running at like 1 billion frames per second. The game has been updated to run in insane frames per second real quick. Let's try this. Let's see if it works. I'm just like tired now, dude. This game has just given me so much trouble. And I thought the fix was just playing it on this emulator, but for some reason you can't. Like you can't finish like this part of the game. This is insane. I'm gonna make a save in slot 5 for this. So I don't have to like, if I'm gonna brute force it, maybe it'll work. Watch, it's gonna crash, right? Okay, we don't press it. Wait until, yeah, no, it crashes there, no matter what. Okay. It's not that I'm spamming it or anything, it just fucking crashes there. Okay. Yeah, how do I want it to save to its own save thing. Okay. No render. Oh no, dude. Let's try that. Yeah, it crashes the whole emulator, like entirely. Servers go down tonight and prep for things, get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully it's a good time. Hopefully it works right. Yeah, I deleted the models in the game, by the way. Crazy. Dude, I just wanted to finish this game. That's all. Why can't I save like naturally? That's more like what's bothering me, is that why can't I save naturally? Force as current. That might work. Okay. Save data could not be accessed. Am I just doing it wrong? Do I have to like press like save game? Select the save slot. No. Yeah, it just saves over it. Okay, I have a different idea. What if... Hear me out, chat. I should have a save here. Genuinely. Yeah, I have a save of sorts. Let me try something real quick. I know, this is amazing. Amazing gameplay and all of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, there is a save slot there. Cool. Import what? Okay. I don't think this one supports saving properly. Potentially we could do something else. I'm gonna try something real quick. And if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna like leave it alone and we're gonna go play SWTOR or CROSSWORLDS. I'm now like, I'm at a point where I'm like, brother, why? Why? Website looks so sketchy. An ad. Jesus Christ, this website is so sketchy. Like, the sketchiest website fucking ever, dude. 9.13. Yeah. Bro, I have like a whole different idea. I'm gonna try to load the game on the same emulator. I'm gonna load a different save state onto it, and then I'm gonna try to save on it. It's the same emulator, but it's so it should be able to read the same save states, right? Whoa. What the fuck? I mean, it kind of loaded it. Made some progress. Something happened. Something fucking happened. I don't know if it was like the right thing we wanted to happen, but air loading the slots. Okay, let me okay. Path settings. Okay. State. Oh my god, why is it like this? This is ridiculous. The simulator set up in such a way that I don't like that. Then here. Then slots, I guess. Oh. I'm gonna have to like figure this out with somebody else, I'm pretty sure at this point. I don't think it's gonna really work out as I want it to. Error loading save state. It failed halfway through. Since there is no save state backup system, your current game session is wrecked. Okay. But like, how then? Can I even make a save here in this like new one? Does this version of the game even have the capability of making another save? That's insane if you can't, right? Okay. Yeah, it's unable to rebuild it because it's probably it's just a different version of the emulator, right? So it's like it's unable to fully rebuild it because it's a different version that I'm trying to like send saves to and from. Like, I'm pretty sure this version of the emulator is supposed to also crash. I'm testing it real quick. I'm just gonna see if I'm big dumb. And I should have been playing on this one the whole time, but I'm pretty sure it crashes. Nope. Okay. Okay. What do I do, right, at this point? Like, I'm just trying to think what would fix this, right? Like, how could we find a way to fix this without, like... My first thought was, like, to make my own, like, another save, but, like, this game doesn't save properly, so I have to use a save state, so I don't know how to get past the crash that we're going to... that we're getting, you know? Okay, start skipping frames, see if it does it. We're skipping a frame now, maybe that'll work. Let's try it. Why not? Yeah, it crashes right here. Like, and it's the whole ass emulator, right? Like, it's all, like, paused, basically. Oh shit, wait a minute. Can I maybe brute force through it? Wait a minute. No, it's crash as heck. Dude. I guess that might be where it ends for now. Because, like, I don't know what else would maybe fix this or help it or stop it, you know? Because there's, like, genuinely... there's, like, no way to fix it. We have a new seasonal event for Monster Hunter for Halloween. That's crazy. That's cool. Like, it just crashes here. Okay. I don't think I have any other option to like... I don't think I have any other options to fix this situation. Is there a way to do this? Yeah, no, these are like... So there's like probably no way to fix this issue that I'm having right now. Damn, dude. That sucks. I was looking forward to finishing this too, and like I don't think we can without like if the emulator worked where I could save the game properly, I could do something about it. But since this emulator doesn't save properly at all, like I can't get any further. The only option I have is to like be able to save properly, but it won't let me save properly, which is crazy. So this emulator doesn't have saves working properly, and this is the one that was recommended to use because it doesn't crash constantly. And now I can't save to transfer it to a different emulator because it's like impossible to do that. That's insane. Crazy. I have like, oh fuck man, this makes me so mad. Like actually. I know I'm like just sitting here staring at it. Like you guys can't really see like all the things I'm going through right now because I'm not sharing my whole screen because I'm going through my files and stuff like that. But like, holy hell. That's crazy. Okay. I love people. I love people and how they are. Okay. Love how helpful some people can be. Yes. Just save. Haha. Duh. Crazy, I know. My God. Damn, okay. This is gonna be like a lot more than I bargained for to figure out. Hey! Guys, stop causing troubles, cat. Y'all get away from each other. Okay, but like how can I save on this fucking that's like for some reason saving just doesn't work on this like whole ass emulator. I'm gonna try something radical real quick, okay? Something just super crazy. Pretty radical. Hey y'all, stop. My cats are gonna like go at it. I need to separate them. Y'all. Come on. I don't need my cats causing more problems. Okay. So does it leave anything though? At all? Sort of. Progress made, maybe. Um Import save file. Nope. Doesn't make a proper save at all, even if it has a place to save it. It doesn't have a proper. Why doesn't it save? It has a space to save it. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Dude, I'm just gonna play CrossWorlds. I'm getting like mad at this at this point. Okay. What do you want out of me? Okay. How how am I supposed to? What the fuck do you want out of me? What the hell? Crazy. Yeah, it doesn't have any like. Okay. Do I want to export? Oh. I wasn't exporting. That's it. Gotcha. I got so confused. Okay. Okay. Bro, I'm gonna. I don't think this will work though, either. So. Because it's not finding an opportunity to like actually like save the thing at all. So I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Technically is a save file now. But since the game isn't saving, I don't think it fucking matters. What I need is the game to genuinely save. Yeah, it's not going to genuinely save. Like, I can't do that, but import the backup memory now. Maybe this will change something. I don't know. Okay. Then what? Will it work now? I bet it won't work. Still trapped here forever. Yeah. Then I can't make a fucking save either. Damn. Okay, whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Over it. Over it. Over it. It's not even showing the emulator anymore on the screen. Brother, I have gone too far. I've been here for like an hour trying to figure this out. I'm not trying anymore. I would need somebody who's like much better at this than I am to figure it out. Because it is not working. I've tried like a lot. I've tried transferring it to the same emulator but a different version. I've tried uploading it and like re-uploading it and stuff like that. Maybe we can. Maybe this has. No, this can't have potential, right? Or try, I guess, right? Oh, that's why it's trying to get the other one. Okay. We're gonna load it, and we're gonna try to load the. Yeah, no, it doesn't load the file at all. It's broken like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't care anymore. I think that's the vibe. I think we're just gonna go play SWTOR. I said I wanted to get more SWTOR in. Fuck, man. Well, I guess I'll do a recording, right? Real quick. Alright, so every single time we get to this part and we continue through it, well, the game crashes. As you probably saw before, I'm going to edit it down a whole lot, but the game will consistently crash here. I am on the DESMUME 9.10 edition for the emulator I'm using. And if anybody has any way to fix this or has any idea, if you've watched the series or if you've watched this far, yeah, I genuinely can't get any further than that. It doesn't. It just crashes. It stops. The game also doesn't save, which is the problem we're running into. So I was thinking about doing was I was thinking about saving here, and which we were already having problems with, right? But I was thinking about saving here and then using the save on like Melon DS or another DS emulator, which would skip this part specifically, which would skip to this part so I can play this part, but it doesn't let me drop a save. Now that's another problem, right? So our only course of action going forward is either to get another save that's up to this point from somewhere else, replay the entire game on another emulator, which I could totally do off on my own time. Might do it. I'm not going to make a promise, though. I've already under-delivered on so many things I said I'll do off the stream because it's so... I don't really have that much time off of stream. So, yeah. I don't know how we're going to be able to fix this. If we'll run into the ability to being able to fix this problem at all, because it doesn't save properly the save path. There's a file for the save state and for like saving the thing, but I can't transfer it over. The save states won't be read on different versions of the emulator. That's pretty common. So I can't just transfer the save states. I might be able to find a save state converter, but that's very unlikely. They can be very hard to find and very hard to work with, as well as the biggest problem here is that the game and the emulator are not natively saving to the save files the game is creating, or like that the emulator is creating for the game. So there isn't a way to save the thing, so I can't actually transfer my save at all. I'm just kind of like trapped here, it seems. If there's anybody who has any other idea, any other thing, if you're watching on the YouTube, make sure you comment down below. Maybe get in contact with me, join the Discord. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me why I'm doing it wrong. Because yeah. But on that note, this is it for now for Sonic and Chronicles of the Dark Brotherhood. Unfortunately, hopefully we will figure out a way to finish the rest of it, but man, was this really disheartening. The game isn't super long though, so there might be more hope. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Bye. Love you. Peace. Do the thing. Yeah. Dude, it's so annoying because like it's so fucking annoying and so angering because this is not like the hour it's taken me to like just troubleshoot this shit. This game would have been done. This game we're in the final stretch. We're in the last like 40 minutes of the game maybe. So like the 45 minutes, hour long, like me trying to figure out how the fuck to fix this literally is all because this game fucking man. Dude, the emulator is so fucking bad. So anger inducing. It's awful, and it's like I feel like I've just like spent like time wasted. I could have been playing Sonic CrossWorlds. I could have been playing SWTOR. I could have been doing so many other things. But like I'm dedicated to trying to finish it. I'm dedicated to trying to figure out how to like make these things work. It's like I want to finish it. I want to have it out in the world. I want to have like documented versions of like completing these games so I can have like an opinion, structured thing. I kind of like know how I feel about that game now, like completely. Other than like the crashes, like it's a fun game, it's good. But like, yeah, I don't recommend emulating it. Emulating it has been like such a nightmare in so many ways that I'm kind of happy we're just gonna be done with it for now. But man, is it like a bit of a pain. I apologize to anybody who was really looking forward to finishing it, because yeah, we're not going to. That ain't happening today. It ain't happening today. Not at all. We'll play SWTOR. Okay. I did say SWTOR later. We'll do SWTOR. We'll do it. We'll do SWTOR. Let me log on to the game. We'll play discount Final Fantasy 14. I did resubscribe to Final Fantasy 14, by the way, for those who want to who would maybe want to play Final Fantasy 14. I am actually resubbed right now for a little bit. 14, you're right. Unsubbing right now. I'm going to go play WoW. Biotrex wants me to play World of Warcraft. I guess I'll go play World of Warcraft with my Warhammer Marines. Right. What is going on my computer? How are you, Pookie? I saw your text message. I just didn't get to respond to it yet. But yeah, I'll be down after October. Like whenever you're okay, whenever you have time, like just let me know. I'm available, sort of, maybe, kind of, here, whenever, whenever, wherever. I can kind of figure it out, I can adjust things if you need it, don't worry about it. Well, but I do want to finish 3 Ultimate, especially now that you've shown me that mod. Oh yeah, we're also at a spot in Star Wars: The Old Republic that, brother, Brother. I'm gonna try something real quick, okay, in this game before we start streaming it, like changing my title and stuff and whatnot. If this shit don't work, we're playing Sonic Racing. I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm done with video games at this point. Video games be trolling my cheeks right now, okay? The ear infection really set you back, dude. They can be really rough though. Did you get pictures of your ear? Did you post them on the Discord? Did you post pussy ear on Discord? Pussy ear. Let's go. Everybody wants to see you. No, I'm kidding. Nah. Damn. Rip. There wasn't pus. Darn. Oh. It worked. SWOTOR is working. We're gonna change the SWOTOR. It's working properly. Dude, I was about to be so triggered because the last thing we did on SWOTOR was also the game crashed basically and it wasn't working properly. Then Thymesia also crashed and wasn't working properly. Every single thing that's been happening like over the last like, you know, 4 or 5 days. It's just been things just not working how they should be fucking working. It's insane. Imagine. Dude, it's so lucky. I'm so lucky, right? Let me get everything going. Well, at least my food spell is good, right? I'm actually gonna... What time? It's like 11 now, right? I should probably... No, I kind of turned it down. We'll be okay. I'm having something that like slowly cooks for like 7 hours in the oven right now. So I was like, maybe I should take it out right now because it's like, you know, we're getting close to like 5 hours in and I think it's pretty much done. But I know like it's supposed to be in there for a long time. Let me find SWOTOR. Yes! You've had bad ear infections in the past. You built up a bad habit of cleaning your ears too well, so you scar the inside of your right ear. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I've been trying to like... I clean my ears, but I don't clean them like, you know, super religiously. Like I clean them like maybe like once every like month, right? I'll like go in there, get the pus, and be a little bit diligent, but not like, you know, rough. I've been trying, and like I've talked to my girlfriend and I'm like, dude, you need to clean your ears. Trust me. I'm sure I know you haven't cleaned your ears once in your life because she never has. And I'm like, dude, you really need to. Especially like because you're Filipino, right? Right. So like, do you have the same like ear thing that happens to like a lot of Asian people? Because like they get, I know my friend who's like Chinese has like really, really, really crazy amounts of earwax to the point where it's like he has to like basically like, you know, deal with the earwax every like week or else it gets really, really bad, right? Like it's like really gooey, really different. Like it's like almost its own brand of like earwax. It's really weird. Okay, you've never had that? Okay. Because like from what I've been told, it's really common in like certain countries and certain ethnicities in Asia, right? And I'm not sure if like Filipino is like one of them that gets like the really like, it's like goopy earwax. It's like, and you have to like maintain it like constantly. Really, it's different. And like with what I've been raised with being, you know, very you know, I think super pale, you know, as they would say, you know, white, you know, potentially. But like my earwax is like, it's dry, it's crumbly. It basically like for the most part, most of it just falls out of my ear when I'm sleeping. but like getting it out of the way still, like, you know, is something good to do every so often, because it will build up, like, and get like pretty bad. But I've never had like goopy earwax. I've never like had to deal with that, and goopy earwax is like different. Maybe I'm just abnormal. I don't know. I've been told that that's like a more unique thing to like to people from like Asian countries though. Is this game on? This game is on. Okay, guys, we gotta do the thing. What's up, YouTube? We're back again with the Swim Tour because Sonic didn't work, and yeah, we actually got through this. How did I fix the bug that I ran into? Of course, we have to know how the bug was fixed. Did I just redo the whole mission again, like I did with Silent Vengeance? No, I went back to my stronghold, and then I went to the eras page, and I launched the mission through here. And it let me launch the mission and teleport into the mission through here, which has actually gotten us to the next part of the mission instead of being awkwardly stuck where nothing was working. So yeah, we figured out the issue that we ran into, and good thing we have these things saved, because if we have these things saved, maybe BioWare will fix it. I don't know. Maybe EA will actually get off their asses and do something for a change, but I don't think EA cares to do that at all. I've been told EA doesn't give a fuck about anything. Except for FIFA. Because FIFA just released like a day ago, or 2 days ago. But there's so much cooler things than FIFA to play right now, like Sonic, Silent Hill. There's so many games that came out over the last week. But you know, shit has gotten crazy. The last thing we did was we got into Legacy of the Sith, and then we got trapped on this quest line specifically. So we're back on MONHUN. We're in the planet that existed in Star Wars, what was it? Knights of the Old Republic one, where we did like the whole Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney like situation, and now we're gonna be pushing further. Wonder how rating is in this game. I haven't heard high or tail that it's good, so I'm sure the rating in this game is probably, it's probably not bad, right? But I don't think I've ever heard anybody recommend it to me and be like, oh yeah, rating in this game is specifically good. I think the problem that rating in this game has to anything is like, you basically have to be subscribed to the game to raid, which is fine, right? But it seems like there's kind of a, you should be subscribed and you should be paying like extra money on top of it to raid or to do endgame PvP, which feels real. It doesn't feel right, you know. I feel like if I'm paying a subscription, I should just have access to all the content. But like, you have to pay in-game currency to, you legitimately have to pay in-game currency to equip like epic items in this game. It's really weird. Like I had some because you have to subscribe at least once to get to like the most like modern content like we are doing now. Like if I didn't subscribe at least once, I wouldn't be able to play this part of the game at all, which also gave me enough coins to give myself, you know, the ability to equip epics. But it feels weird, and I'm not sure where they gatekeep having a sub and not having a sub in this game. So I would be kind of worried about getting into this game to raid or something, because specifically there might be some more monetary gatekeeping that I'm unaware of.
We've got to turn off these power contacts.
And I'm already aware that there's like a little bit of monetary gatekeeping, which, you know, I wish it was more straightforward. If I'm playing an MMO, I'll pay for a sub, but that's all I expect to pay for to do everything I want to do in the game. I really hate the cash shops in both World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. They make me really angry because, like, why would you, you know, I'm paying $15 a month. Asking me for more money on top of that is kind of ludicrous, in my opinion.
Speak up, Major. Do you have something to say? Perhaps about your commanding officer?
Perhaps about your commanding officer.
Yeah, I said anything, my lord. Apologies for wasting your time.
He's apologizing. Fuck you. Fuck that guy. He sounds like he's joking on nards. The PvP was really big back in the day. I don't remember that happening at all, but I didn't really, you know, I was never really a PvPer, right? Like in World of Warcraft, I was like an end game super endgame raider, like either like, you know, 25-man heroic or like, or, you know, mythic, which came later in like Legion, right? So it was either a mythic raider or like a heroic 25-man raider, usually on the cusp of like, you know, top 100 or top 300 guilds in the world, stuff like that, right? So I was usually a pretty dedicated, like hardcore kind of like PvEer for the most part whenever I played those games. In Final Fantasy 14, I only did like savage raids, but I pugged all of them. I found that a lot more fun than having to do it with a group of people, but you know, I'm kind of just built like that, you know. I didn't do any ultimates though through that. I feel like I would need a static of people to like stomach an ultimate, but we'd have to see. $15 a month, and other people are stopping you from clearing an extreme. If people are stopping you from clearing an extreme, brother, go pug that shit. I'm sorry, like it's kind of cringe. If an extreme is so like an extreme's easier than a savage, it's pretty fucking easy. Like I pugged every extreme like day one in Endwalker until the fourth one, because I stopped playing at the end of like the third extreme. But like I pugged all of the extremes in Endwalker until like the fourth one, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm done. I didn't really care after like I did, what was it, the 7th raid on Savage pugged, and then I tried the 8th. It was all right, and then I was like, I'm burnt out of the game. I don't want to play Final Fantasy 14 anymore. Stop playing it. And now I'm playing it again because my girlfriend finally like is caught up to my character in level, so I'm like, okay, I'll play with you for a little bit, you know. Well, I'll probably do a bunch of like casual content, because even though I do like doing endgame raiding content, I really like, in MMOs specifically, I really like making money, and I really like grinding like the auction house and like getting a lot of cash. Like my character in Final Fantasy 14 has like 60 mil or something total on her right now. So I'll probably just like spend time making money and doing like casual grind stuff, because that's kind of what I do in those games anyway. I kind of like the endless, you know, super long grind of just making a lot of money and doing stuff like that. And I might try some more like Palace of the Dead solo or something, or whatever she ends up wanting to do. Palace of the Dead solo though, now it just takes too much time for me, and that's a problem, because time is now of the essence a lot more. When I was unemployed, I had like so much time when I was unemployed. It's insane, dude. Imagine not having to work at all, having nothing better to do. That's crazy. I miss it every day of my life.
Don't be absurd. There is no trust between MONHUN and the Republic. The Selkath want the Republic.
This guy's
gone as
voice
much
is
as
so
we do.
ridiculous. What the hell?
As much as they want the Empire gone.
I thought the Selkath helped the Republic destroy your ion cannon.
A brief association.
Confirmed
In
MMOs take the
opposition
same
of a
amount of the
common
real job.
enemy.
No, for sure, especially
How do you know that?
nowadays.
The so-called soldiers tasked with guarding me had many complaints about Manon's.
And I have so many other things I want to
The
do
Selkath's
rather than
displeasure
like
at the Republic's
sink my
presence
life into an
was especially
MMO again.
confusing for them.
I say
The
as I
Republic
play
are
an MMO.
aggressors here.
Point.
Self-righteous and unwanted invaders, though they pretend otherwise. And I will find a way to use their sanctimonious convictions against them.
Usually be extremes within a day. Very few needed more. But Savages and Ultimates, you'll just leave them out. Okay, good. Because like if you were in groups that weren't clearing extremes in a day or two, that is
Then we have our target.
a
Let's go.
hopefully you'll find some new friends to play with, because yeah, like if it's a group's first time, don't get me wrong, I'm being a bit elitist here, right? Because I've played in these spaces before, right? I've played these games before, so like my skill level is higher than some new people, right? And I also, Biotrex's skill level is also at that level, right? If you're on your very first extreme ever doing it and it takes you like a week or two to complete it, maybe even 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, right? With a group of people who've never done an extreme before, that is totally normal. That is totally normal, and you should be proud of all the progress you've made. It is totally normal. It's a part of the curve of learning how to play the game at that level, right? But if you're at the level that me and Biotrex are, where you've done multiple Savages, you've done multiple endgame raids in many different games, you kind of understand how the systems work. It will click with you in like maybe a solid like 40 attempts. You know, it will take you like 40 tries, and then you'll basically have the fight pretty much set, memorized, understood. You'll be good, and you'll be able to do it consistently and figure it out and make very little mistakes, right? So, which it might even take you just that much time as your first time as well. It might take you like, you know, 40 to 60 attempts, but because you're like learning it and you don't internally know, so you're looking it up a lot more, you're spending more time in between polls than other groups might. It might feel longer, right? Like, it's totally normal. Don't be upset. But I'm also, you know, I know Biotrex, I know like the groups of people he usually likes to play games with, and he definitely is more of a, like, you know, a little bit more of a hardcore look it up, figure it out kind of stuff. You're very unpredictable and you lose patience easily, usually from having to wait for a party to fill. I feel that. That's why I feel my own parties. I'm toxic. You see, that's the thing. When you're a pug lord, if you're a pug lord, right? You either start running with the same couple of people who you know who are also just really good in pugs, right? Or you make your own group, so you kick the people who aren't good. The people who aren't cutting their weight, you just get rid of them. And, you know, and that's not very Final Fantasy 14 friendly of you. Shut up. I'm trying to beat the boss, you know? That's how it'd be. If you're messing up the mechanic that you say you know how to do, like, more than 3 times, and you're not listening to like the assignments, yeah, you're cooked. You're not in my group anymore. I'm sorry. You know, it's just how it is. You know, you're out. If I know you, I'll be a little bit more patient with you, but if I don't know you, no. I don't tolerate it. I don't sit there. I don't sit there and wait for you to finally figure it out. You should have figured it out when you said you figured it out. And if you didn't figure it out, well, then that sucks to suck, you know? It'd be what it be. Especially because, like, Savages aren't really that difficult at the end of the day. They're not ultimates. They're not super duper long fights. The longest Savage fights are usually the final ones that are, like, you know, 8 to 12 minutes at most. So it's very doable in a pug party finder environment. It's just, you kind of you do have to be strict about like who you keep and how you keep people and stuff like that. It is how it is. And sometimes you'll get kicked because you're just having a bad day, and you know what, you got to take it on your chin. It just be like that, you know? Don't worry about it. Don't get mad. Come back later when you're feeling better. I don't blacklist people, like, you know, at all. I just, if you're not performing when you're needed to perform, when you're asked to perform, it is what it is, you know. I've raided that before. I've done stuff like that. It's a part of the environment, you know, especially when you're trying to get something done rather than wasting your entire, you know, instead of wasting everybody else's time for like the next, you know, 8+ hours that you guys might be raiding if you guys are really trying that hard to finish it, right? Like, rather than wasting everybody's time, I would rather get the weakest link out and just keep going, you know? It's a personal perspective thing. And this is why I don't run with, you know, this is why I don't usually run with statics, because I am, you know, a very go type of person. I'm not really I'm not really that patient.
With plenty of time for us to escape, of course. Say goodbye to the Republic's shiny new toy.
Stop.
Stop.
What's wrong?
In the name
Why
of
destroy
love.
these weapons when we can take them for ourselves?
Destroy them.
Use them against the Republic.
They're just
should
extremes
they
that take
try
longer
to
and a
stop
bit
us
more
again.
precision. No, they're
Increase the output of
hard.
these weapons as
I
high
wouldn't
as
say
you
they're
can,
not
Major.
hard, but
Make them so
they're just-
powerful that we regain our unquestionable dominance over this world.
I should pay
Not an
attention to what's
option, my
going
lord.
on.
We shut down too many of the power sources. There won't be enough juice left to supercharge the guns and keep their targeting matrix online. I do what you're asking. These guns will fire on anything that moves. Selkath, Republic, Imperials.
Good. That means no one else will be able to shut them down. When Selkarth ships are obliterated by Republic weapons,
This guy's insane.
their rift will deepen. The Selkarth can't fight on two fronts. And when the dust is cleared, MONHUN will belong to me.
You there? Do you read? What's the status of those guns?
We're at the controls now, Colonel. But you...
Come in! Blast! I thought we'd worked out these comms issues.
Colonel?
Listen.
Yep, it's a
if you
scam.
can hear me at all, it is imperative that we destroy these guns once and for all. Our people need Kolto, and what we're doing here is the best way to get it to them. But we can't continue if the Republic is breathing down our necks like this. Darth Nuruk's orders are clear. Destroy the guns.
Everything all right?
Focus, Major. Do as I command, and you shall be granted a reward befitting a conqueror of worlds.
I'm sorry, my lord, but this one gives the orders.
Oh God. What would you do?
What do you think I should do, Anri?
Thanks for putting me on the spot, but since you're twisting my arm, I do what's best for my soldiers. And I don't think getting shot out of the sky by some overpowered
Ramu's
show
pretty
is
hard,
in
yeah.
their best interest.
Dude, I don't trust the guy who's been lying to me, but I also don't like this guy. At the same time, like, I don't like this guy and I don't trust the guy who's lying to me, so I'm just gonna destroy the guns.
I came here to help the people of the Empire, not expedite their destruction. Gut these weapons.
With pleasure.
I'm gonna have to fight him now, aren't I? Which I'm
Countdown
down.
initiated. I gave us enough time to get back to the shuttle, but we still better move it before these things come apart on top of us.
You will not leave until you do as I say. Increase the damage of these weapons now, Major. Or you will both learn what happens when you defy a Sith.
You are no
Your
Sith.
impulsive decisions got you captured by the Republic, and now you expect me to aimlessly kill Imperials. You are a stain, an aberration, a degradation of the Sith.
Damn.
How dare you make demands of me?
That was the wrong answer.
That you did that fight with minimum eye level and no echo. Yeah, that'll do it too.
Incoming!
But I'm pretty sure that fight's still like hard. I've never done that fight. I've wanted to do the things like minimum item level, no echo, or like minimum item level and do all the fights, but or like, you know, synced fights, right? Like doing just sync down. So I have to like do the fight like actually instead of just getting carried through it by like, you know, gear being too overpowered. But it's hard to find groups that want to do stuff like that. You kind of have to like have like I saw a streamer do it once, but it also felt like almost like streamer privilege. All like you have to really look for a group of people, so it's kind of hard to find people who do it. I think it was like Preach Gaming, right? Like when he went through Final Fantasy 14,
This world is mine.
he did like all of the Savage content by basically doing it with his chat room and, you know, setting it up on like minimum item level and stuff like that, and having to like learn the fights legitimately and go through the fights legitimately in like a way that is, you know, going through the fight anyway is kind of legit, but like it's the way of going through the game in like its hardest possible way to like figure everything out and have to actually like deal with all the mechanics and stuff instead of just not giving a fuck and ignoring them all.
You should have obeyed my commands.
Like, I would love to
Now,
do that, but you'd
you
have to
will
find a
suffer.
very specific group of people who want to do something like that, because there's
I
no
will
reward to
eradicate
doing
all
it
who
other than,
oppose me.
you know, the knowledge of a job well done, right? Like, that's something I would be interested in doing, because then I would get to experience all of, like, not experience the true pain of all the fights, but I get to experience, like, doing all the fights in, like, their truest essence that you currently can. And I think it would be pretty cool. What's up, Cowboy? How are you, Chibartimus?
I will eradicate all who oppose me.
Have you gotten... Are you Nax ready yet?
Close one. Well, that sure cut into our escape time.
'Cause
Then let's not waste
doesn't
any more
Nax
time.
Ramus come out in like a month or something? Haven't they announced? Like, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube coming up, like, oh, the next phase is right around the corner. Get ready with, you know, this video. How to get to max level before Nax Ramus releases or something stupid, you know? How to be Nax ready. Remember to have your greater shadow protection potions, because Especially, dude, Lotheb is insane. I forget all of the consumes you need for Lotheb, but yeah, Lotheb is... I don't know. I would do Lotheb last on hardcore. I think that's kind of crazy, but the Four Horsemen's also kind of insane. Comes out on Thursday. Oh shit! Have you done Cthulhu yet? Because you've done 4 Emperors, right? Willing to do your attune, but you're revered with Argent at least. Nice. Revered, you still have to like give them like a righteous orb, right? I think it's like 30 gold a righteous orb, and like you give them a blowjob in the back, right? Like, you know, in that outhouse behind the Argent Dawn, like, you know, section, you go back there, give them some head, it's fine. They let you in Naxxramas after that. Honor's really expensive. Is the really expensive one with the orb? Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha. Revered is much cheaper. It's just arcane crystals. Gotcha. Oh, did you not play classic WoW, Biotrex? Like, there's a, you know, like, there's a raid called Naxxramas, and, you know, in WoW Classics, like, re-release that G-Bard's playing right now, they're releasing Naxxramas on Thursday. So there's, like, there are requirements to get attuned, and you have to get your reputation to a certain level with a group. Yeah, I'm getting there, But, like, if your reputation isn't exalted with those people, you have to go to the outhouse behind the chapel and give them a reach around or some head or something. Like, they give you, like, different requirements based on how much they don't like you. So it only gets worse from there. The head is, like, you know, the easy way. It's what happens if you're revered. If you're exalted, they just know you're already cool with them. But you gotta prove yourself. It's like hazing in college. If you guys ever went, you know, I don't know if you guys ever went to college like that, but you know, I remember this one time. Oh, wait, what? Never had the chance to raid in WoW. Rip. Raiding in WoW is probably the best raiding, I would say, personally. I think it's the most fun I've ever had raiding. Like, I enjoy the Final Fantasy XIV ones, but like it didn't become what I wanted to log on to the game to do ever. Whereas like in World of Warcraft, it quickly becomes what I want to play the game for. And even in modern WoW, because I did like delve into playing, you know, retail earlier, like, you know, like maybe 3 months ago, I played some retail like around when my dad passed away because I needed something comforting, right? And like I know WoW like the back of my hand, so like, yeah, I'm gonna play some retail WoW, you know, chill out and stuff like that. And like I had fun with Mythic Plus. I feel like Mythic Plus is really good. PvP seems like it's in a good stance, a good spot. The casual content in modern WoW seems pretty good. Like, I'm definitely a Classic person, and I would love to see Classic Plus come out. Like, I really liked Season of Discovery. I thought raiding in Season of Discovery was really good, even though I didn't stick with it for a really long time. I only did Black Fathom Depths, and then kind of like didn't really feel like I had the time to play the game, so I dipped out after that. I did level a character up a little bit further, but that was about it. One time you raided, it was the Elden Time Walker and Spine of the Deathwing back in Cataclysm. What was it Raid Finder though? Raid Finder for Spine of Deathwing is totally different. Heroic Spine of Deathwing was a nightmare. That shit was insane. Oh, I never want to do that fight again, and I never will. Never ever will. Fuck that fight. That fight was crazy. Raid Finder, yeah. Raid Finder doesn't, like... It's... Raid Finder, you've played Final Fantasy XIV. You know how it is, right? Like, you can pug every, like, raid in Final Fantasy XIV in their, like, glorified trials. More or less, you know. They're a little bit harder than a trial that you do through your MSQ, but they're not much harder. And that's what Raid Finder is in World of Warcraft. It's basically the easiest mode. Shouldn't be harder than like anything it's actually easier than most things you do in leveling. Raid Finder is kind of like super sad. in my opinion. I wish it pushed players a little bit more than it does. But whenever it pushes players a little bit, the the player base fucking hates it. So, I don't know. I just feel like they need to remove it as a system entirely, but that's just me.
I've raised my brow at a lot of things you've done, but never in my wildest dreams did I think you were capable of something so blasted stupid.
Mind yourself, Major. I won't permit this insubordination while there's still so much work left to do.
Mind myself. Stars, you're brainless. We found Darth Norik, Colonel, and he wasn't too happy to hear about what you've been up to. You had the brass to speak for a Sith with ties to the Dark Council without his permission, but that wasn't reckless enough for you. Not telling anyone that Norik was missing. Forging his orders. And the best part's gotta be how you dragged us into your stupidity.
I agree.
I know Norik was a pain, sir, and I know he was keeping you from supporting the Empire the way you thought was right. I might have understood if you had just told me about all of this from the start, but you lied to me. And that...
He lied to me.
That I don't understand.
So your raid leader was on vacation? Yeah, you've told me. So you just did Twin Amps again. But plan to frog Sithun trash on Friday. And then if that goes well, then on October 10th, you want to attempt your first Sithun kill. Good luck. Good luck. Sithun is scary, and then also if one person fucks up, oh god. Oh god. I just remember wiping once or twice to not even on pole. Imagine. Imagine. Like a raid could be new and people will kick you for not knowing the mechanics. Yeah, that's a little toxic. It'd be like that. It do be like that though sometimes, but yeah. People be like that. Might get I-beamed and sent back to Duratar to pick cactus apples. Yeah, no, literally, that's... Fuck, man. Gotta have your... Brother, you literally, like... On-pole Petri. Fucking on-pole Petri, that shit don't... Or, like, whatever the fucking other one is, right? Isn't there, like, an invulnerability one? You can use, like... That's, like, a pally bubble for, like, 4 seconds. On-pole... Pop it. Petri's removed Titan's Blast. No. Oh, rip. Just have that Petri on, like, you know, hotkey. Just in case. Be, like, ready. On pull. You see that fucking lightning bolt chained to, like, more than one person? Boom. Petri. Get out that bitch. Limited invulnerability potion is the mini bubble. Yeah. Okay, so that's the one yeah, that one probably is the one to do first. Can't raid in WoW because people are allergic to new raiders. You can find a group of people. You have to find when it comes to WoW raiding, you have to find a group of players who are like, you know, what's it called? You have to find a group of players who are willing to like just teach. Usually it's a good time at the end of an expansion to get into a group, or during farm, stuff like that. You just kind of have to find like what kind of level you want to be at, right? A group that's like heroic rating will probably take in a player and like let you learn, as long as you're not like abysmally bad, right? But if you are abysmally bad, then they might tell you, hey, you probably can't stay here. But I've seen some pretty, you know, pretty yikes stuff for that level of play, right? Like you could find a heroic raiding group, do that, then maybe start pushing into mythic, or find a different, you know, guild that's pushing mythic, or it matters like what level and what echelon you want to be in, right? Because at this point, normal and heroic are very puggable. Like I literally, when I went back to playing WoW, I pugged normal and heroic. So like on a new character, freshly dinged, freshly max leveled and stuff like that, like I was able to pug that. I was able to do that. I was able to get into groups that were doing that. So it's not like, and I had very little clue. I didn't really look up the fights either. So like I got in there, did the thing, did the stuff, got through it, right? So like I feel like you could probably find it and go through it. I think it's just a little bit of a wall to figure out, and understanding like what level you want to be. Because I know, like, I think my friend Sila recently got into Mythic raiding. And Mythic raiding, you have to really find a group. And the problem I find with Mythic raiders specifically are that a lot of them dedicate their whole life to the game. And when people dedicate their whole life to the game, especially in my and your situations, Bio, because we're both people who want to stream other games rather than our junk food game of choice, right? So we want to explore other things constantly. I found with like end game World of Warcraft players who only Mythic raid, who only like play the game, they'll come into the chat room, they'll be angry that you're not playing WoW. They'll be like, dude, you could be grinding Apexis, you could be grinding artifact power, you could be grinding for another character to help the raid group, but no, instead you're over here. You could be socializing with us, but no, instead you're over here fighting your stupid monsters in your Monster Hunter game. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Okay, I make sure my character's min-max, I make sure my character's good, I know the fights, I do good damage. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let me do what I want to do on my other time off. Like, you know, don't make me hate being there. I'm also the type of person, like, people will text me about work shit from work. When I'm off of work, I don't respond. I don't fucking care. I'm not there. So, while Final Fantasy XIV people are allergic to clearing fights and want to spend 2 parasocial months. Yeah, that's true. You might be a rare case, but you've been doing that to the point where you got tired trying to meet and talk to people. You get me? No, I get you. I get you. Yeah. It's definitely like a hard thing to navigate. And it takes a while to get to like that. It takes a while to figure it out. You are selfish. No. The mistake is irresponsible.
Falsifying the word of a Sith is a serious transgression, Colonel, and you put everyone at risk.
Yeah, don't lie.
Where is Darth?
Lying is
He
bad.
attacked us when we destroyed the Republic's guns. We had to kill him.
Then how can you blame me for what I've done? You saw for yourself what Norok does to anyone who opposes his greed, and you stuck by what you thought was right. Just as I did.
Other than making a complete fool of yourself, what exactly did you do?
Whatever mess you found Norok in was the result of his own arrogance. When I lost contact with him, I simply took advantage of his absence. My entire career,
No,
I've
you
done
don't get to
nothing but
lie,
prove
bro.
my admiration for the Sith. I served without question, believed they had a right to rule the Empire. Until I had a chance to lead this operation, I cherished the idea that I was helping soldiers live to see another day. Norok, however, kept saying I needed to think bigger.
Think
Wanted
big.
all of Manaan under his rule. But we didn't have the resources to sustain a prolonged occupation of the entire planet. It would have achieved nothing. Nothing more than a boost to Norok's ego. I refused to sacrifice faithful citizens of the Empire for something so irresponsible. And I do not regret that decision. Or the decision to use Norok's name, if it means not one life will be wasted on a Sith's ambition.
My character
finally
like
solved your
sides with his
communications problem,
decision,
Colonel.
but I don't like how he
Now that the lines
executed
are
his
open
decision.
again, I need an update on your progress. Strictly going by who I see in the room, I'm assuming everything is going well.
Like you had to scout folks. You should instead of doing that, find a group that matches your time. That's like the best way to do it. But like World of Warcraft's a lot easier because the groups are bigger. That's kind of like the nice thing about playing World of Warcraft is that the raids are between the sizes of like 10 and 30 for normal to heroic. So finding groups that are willing to take you when they have like good time zones that work for you. As long as you can find a group that has good time zones, you can probably find groups that do that. But the issue is that usually they want you in the same server, and that's a different problem entirely. You know, the game being so segregated is weird. Final Fantasy XIV has smaller raid sizes, so like you have to, which are more intimate, and they have like different ways the raids really work. Because of the smaller sizes, they're a lot more mechanically dense. So but then that becomes a problem because it's really hard to rotate people in and out and like try different people or have different people to sub in and out, because like you only need 8 people, so like it's barely more than a dungeon party. Yeah, it's weird. It's easier with Monster Hunter because up to 4 people. Yeah, 4 people, and like you can like duo everything in Monster Hunter. Like you can solo pretty much anything in Monster Hunter, but duo or triple or 2, 3, or 4 just make it even easier, more, you know, chill, right? I'll cover for him.
That's correct. Colonel Court, Major Anri, and I have worked tirelessly to bring the Kolto mining network back to full efficiency. I think you'll be quite pleased with the results.
That's correct. And as a matter of fact, we just got a large Kolto shipment off-world and dealt a crippling blow to the Republic's weapons.
Excellent. That is just what I was hoping to hear. I'll leave you to continue your work, Cord, but I expect another update soon. Krovos out.
Bye, Krovos.
I'm sorry. What exactly is happening? I'm not complaining, mind you, but why didn't you say anything to Darth Krovos?
Because I own you now, damn. Because you're right.
Norok told me himself that Imperial lives were expendable. He died trying to prove that point. I want those ideas to die along with him. If anyone asks, the Republic killed Darth Norok.
Don't think anyone here is going to say any different.
Well, then, thank you. Not for what you've done for me, but for what you've done for the Empire. Many will owe their lives to you. You've given us a secure foothold on MONHUN, which means a more certain path to victory. But there is still much to do. Speaking of which, we'd better get back to it. Unless you don't plan to stay, Major.
Of course I'm sticking around. At least until I find something
That was
else
actually
to
a
give you
pretty
kick in
decent
the
art,
pants when you get
the
another one
MONHUN
of these
art.
half-baked ideas.
I feel like it was intriguing enough. It was fun. Kind of like put a wrench into the situation. Better than most of their plots that we've been
Colonel
through
Cords
lately.
explained the situation to everyone who hadn't heard yet, even apologized.
Wasn't necessarily like super engaging, but
thought that was interesting.
definitely better than a lot that we've been
Not too many
dealing
of us
with
were
lately.
looking forward to taking over all of MONHUN. Now we can focus on what we came for.
Oh, tell me more, Pookie.
I like it when you talk business. You sound so assertive.
Really? You ask anyone else, I say I run my mouth too much. Glad you don't mind. I've seen you in action so many times, and you still never cease to amaze.
Oh God.
Not
She's
to
actually
mention all
flirting
the
back.
times you've come through for me. You're probably tired of everyone constantly falling over themselves for you. I'm sure you don't need to hear me go on about how amazing I think you are.
Oh
But I can
God.
count the number of people I trust on one
Oh
hand.
God.
Every time we meet, you more than earn your place on that list. Hope you know how much I appreciate that.
Show me. I don't want to kiss her. I'm dating somebody else. I kind of want to do it though, but you know what? No, we're loyal to our Pookie. I appreciate you
You've
too.
always been a valuable asset, Anri, and I'm grateful for all your help.
Now you're just trying to make me blush. Anyway, I know you have a lot to get back to, and I don't want to keep you from it. Thanks for sticking around and seeing this through.
She was trying to get it in. I'm like, no, actually, no. Your breath smells. Get away from me. Stinky breath. Yeah, like raiding can be fun and very rewarding, but you dedicate so much time and effort to making it work and finding a group that works for you. I know you could do it, Bio, but it's also, like I said, it takes so much time, right? It takes so much time to figure it out. It takes so much time to get through, like, the first couple doors you need to get through and starting off and stuff like that. It's definitely become something that I've noticed now. Because, like, before, when I started, right, it was pretty natural. Because, like, I played World of Warcraft, and I found a group of people while I was leveling who ended up doing raiding, and I made some, like, different, you know, friend groups and stuff like that. So, by the time I was max level, I had a group of people to raid with. But that's all the way back in Burning Crusade, right? Burning Crusade was a very different time than it is now. So everything's so much more, you know, isolated now than it has ever been before. Huh. How am I supposed to get to Darth Rivix now? I think I'm just gonna, like, We'll do the apartment thing again, and we'll see how that works. I think you can down Sethune. Like me saying that be super careful with the pull, I think the only problem with your group killing Sethune, there are two things. Your damage has to be on point, especially for the final phase, and the pull. Those are the two big issues, and that's it. I don't really see you having too much more troubles than that. So, especially now that you can have like all of the buffs, right? Like you can have all the buffs now. You can have, like, you can go in with like nature protection potions, all of the buffs, all sorts of stuff that will make it like more doable, because like you can stack a lot of stuff, right? So like I don't see the damage being too overwhelmingly high for any of the things, unless you guys like really scuff it for some reason, right? But yeah, like the pull is the hardest part. The group being properly split up, you know, making sure you're not stacking too close to too many people, so you don't chain the little lightning bolt everywhere, stuff like that. But like I think your group can do. They're organized enough to do Twin Emperors. They can do Sethune. Sethune's a lot easier mechanically, in my opinion. Like I think Sethune's more mechanically easy than Twin Emperors. The problem that Sethune has is that Sethune literally, like, on pull can delete your whole group, which is fucking a nightmare to have, you know? And then has that really intense, like, final phase. I think they fixed the weird desyncing issue with the laser on the eye that could happen. That's the only other thing I'd be worried about. But I think that's been fixed, right? I think they fixed that in when I was playing Classic, not even like, you know, when you were playing Classic. Like, not like the new Classic, right? Because you play Classic there. You know what I mean. The new anniversary edition, they probably have it fixed. You'd rather just use that time finding a job because it takes so much effort. Yeah, no, I feel that one. I understand that one. So much time and patience at this point might not be worth your time. You're not a high schooler, you got adulting to do. Yeah. That's one of the things with like raiding. But it does feel really, really good when you're able to like find a group that you like to play with and get through and, you know, come back and do your like structured fun time. It's like doing a D&D group. It's like, you know, it's like being in a D&D group, being in a space of things like that. Like, it's, you know, it's cool, it's fun, but it definitely takes a lot of effort. It was so overwhelming to get into raiding the hardcore scene. Definitely tough breaking into a new group and finding that spot. Yeah, no, that's especially with Classic, because I've noticed with Classic everything is solved. So like if you don't come in with like an overwhelming amount of knowledge compared to like your peers, because everybody else has a lot of knowledge, it makes it really weird. Like you have to know everything. You can't just be like I don't want to say like be a scrub, but you can't be blind going into the Classic anniversary with, you know, very little with very little like outlook on it. It's like you can't raid in WoW, yes, but after not being able to raid since ICC came out because people say you don't have the knowledge of said raid, as those raids literally just spawned in, I'll say that you've given up on WoW raiding. You have been unlucky. I am so sorry. You've been very unlucky with people. I'm so sorry you've had to have that experience. But I know that happens. Right? Imagine ICC came out too. People kick you for not knowing the mechanics. This is OG Wrath. Wow. Yeah, I played OG Wrath. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Like doing like Death Whisper and getting kicked because you don't know what to do yet, because it's like your first time being in there in the first week, and you're in someone's like alt run or something for some reason, and they're like, why don't you already know it? It's like day 3, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what do you mean? The game just came out. Tank spot it or whatever. It's like, shut the fuck up. The trick is to admit that you never know something and and fake it until you make it true. That's how I do it. I definitely fake it. Yeah. I got this. No, I literally tell people at this point, like, I don't look up fights. I just figure it out. 'Cause, like, I've done so many raids at this point. Like, unless like I'm doing a hardcore version of something, I go in blind, and if I don't figure it out within a pull or two, then I look it up. But if I'm like I don't listen to the raid leader unless they're giving me assignments that need to be done. Like, that's the only time I listen. If they don't give me assignments on what to be done, what needs to be done, nope. I'm figuring that out as we go. We're chilling, bro. And it's so much more fun that way for me. Oh, look at you, Pookie.
I would ask if you wanted to join me for a swim, but we'll have to get you dressed for it first.
On any other day. But sadly, today brings dire news. We've lost contact with the team we deployed to explore.
I am reading the book that this like voice actor narrates.
It could be a simple malfunction, but given the importance of their mission,
like I'm listening to the audiobook.
Interest to Darth Malgus,
that was brought up like a stream ago. Yep, I'm ready to go.
MONHUN is secure enough. Should we take your ship or mine?
Ah, on that note,
I'll be your chauffeur for this mission.
I wasn't expecting you.
I tried to persuade your associate that you were in capable hands with me, but
I've not had the opportunity to work with our esteemed ally. I thought this would be the perfect time to become better acquainted.
Hillary Clinton, you can date Rivix, it's okay. You can cheat on Bill Clinton, it's fine. He cheated on you with Monica Lewinsky. He'll be fine. He'll be okay.
He certainly has a way with people. We cannot trust him.
He's on our side.
He's had more than one opportunity to betray me. I don't see any reason to doubt him.
I think that is a very good reason to doubt him. Shall we?
You played the game as a gamer with no streaming, was basically told to fuck off. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that story so many times with so many different people. I have a very like unique experience with World of Warcraft, I think. And like I try not to, you know, I try my best to like split that, cuz like I have a very unique and different experience with the game because of how I approached it and how things happen and like how things like fell together. So it's very easy for me. A lot of these things that are hard for most people to do are very, very easy for me. They come to me very quickly because I've, you know, basically I've been in that space so often. I have contacts in that space if I ever want to do anything like that. Like it's not crazy for me. There are a lot of people who come in from my old, like my WoW groups from like 10, 12 years ago that will come by the stream and just say hi, right? They'll be like, oh, hi, I hope you're doing well and stuff like that. Some of my WoW friends from like 15 years ago come into here randomly every like other, like, you know, every so often. And like, I have the capability to get back into these spaces if I ever need to. So, but like, I just don't want to right now, you know what I mean? So like, I have a different perspective. I have a different group.
Does that trouble you?
Not at all. I quite enjoy it. You should hear the stories people tell.
Should I?
You would find them flattering, I'm sure. I once heard that you only remain at your impressive master's side in order to disguise your full power. After all, who can say what you're truly capable of when you live in a shadow cast so long?
Who indeed?
Who indeed? WoW's harder but easier to get into, but easier than Final Fantasy 14. 14's easier to get into, but hard to master.
Some kind of
I don't think so.
The readings don't match any Imperial or Republic.
Having played both, I think Final Fantasy 14
is that the cause of the communications blackout?
The only thing that stands out as really hard on 14 are the ultimates specifically.
Approach on foot.
Intriguing. I'll apprise Darth
and even
Provost
then,
of the situation.
like
putting reinforcements on standby seems prudent.
But even then, like, the ultimates, I don't really think the ultimates stand up in terms of, like, high-level difficulty to a final mythic boss. And the amount of final mythic bosses you get in WoW, like, there's a lot more, and they're a lot harder than most ultimates.
From a power source near the temple entrance. I suggest we bring that down first.
But so ultimates are also, like, the only standout, like, hard piece of content. In my opinion.
Ahead. You're as cunning as they say.
So like in WoW, we're talking modern WoW and modern Final Fantasy 14. We're not talking like theoretical comparing, you know, World of Warcraft, I don't know, Warlords of Draenor versus Final Fantasy 14 Heaven's Word or something, right? We're talking modern today of those games, because that's what I have the perspective. I have a better perspective on the modern rather than the, you know, what, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, right? So, but mythic rating in World of Warcraft at the highest level, right? You're clearing the last like 3 bosses of every raid. I would say the last 2 to 3 bosses of every raid are about as difficult as an ultimate raid in Final Fantasy 14. And you get more of them, and their content and their mechanics vary a lot more than what's present in Final Fantasy 14. However, Final Fantasy 14 can be a lot more mechanically dense, but that's not. But I don't think that makes them any. I don't think that makes them harder at all. I think that makes it very much like. I think WoW would still edge out on being a little bit harder, right? Especially when you're talking like hyper endgame, super min-max, very, very, you know, cutting edge, best player in the world kind of stuff, right? I think WoW offers something much more than Final Fantasy 14 does, and with a lot more depth. Now, is Final Fantasy 14 valid and cool and our ultimates hard? Yes, they're fucking hard, right? I'm not saying that they're not. Please don't take that as I'm saying that Final Fantasy 14 ultimates are easy, because they're not. They're fucking hard. But there's a difference. There's a different need of skill and different need of how things work in those situations. But those are the only things like I would talk about in terms of difficulty. But yeah, the difficulty of getting into a group is definitely harder in WoW than it is in Final Fantasy 14. But I've also, I don't know, I feel like I'm not the person to really talk about that, right? Because like I know how to get into these groups if I want to get into them. I can find my way, I can get my parses, I can do all of that kind of stuff. So like something that seems easy and natural to me isn't easy and natural to everybody else at all. And I totally recognize that. You think you're in the end game of your WoW career, you really don't think you'd ever play WoW like this again the last couple of years, but then hardcore sucked you in. Yeah, it's very surprising actually. I thought after you played like Classic with me for a little bit there, like the original Classic re-release, you were like, no, I'm never gonna play WoW again. And I felt like that was pretty fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then you like got sucked back in super hard with hardcore, which is really cool. I'm happy you're enjoying it. Like you said, you might be a rare case. Almost everyone swore that WoW was a fun time. All the while you spend the time farming gear, enchants, food, gems, etc., and you still can't play the game. Yeah. Advertisements, they're here. Are we ready?
Shall we?
Shall we go? Whoa. Whoa. They're like miming at each other. It's very cute. We have to do this flashpoint. This will be the last thing we do for Final Fantasy, Star Wars, the Old Republic of Warcraft, okay? We're going to be doing this. We'll be finishing this flashpoint, and then that'll be that. So everybody, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow on Twitch for if you guys want to watch this live and stuff like that. This is the one time we're going to sell out for the stream today, okay? I might stream some more today and play some more Sonic, because I kind of want to do at least some time trial stuff, but that'll just be for goose and gaps and for fun. So if you guys are here, feel free to hang out and stay here. If you guys don't, you know, do your thing. You're looking forward to trying this Fellowship game. Combat looks like WoW without the bullshit. You just go in there, fight. Yeah, that's one of the things that, like, having to kill trash mobs and stuff and like going into a raid in World of Warcraft has a different vibe to it, because you're not just boss killing most of the time. They've gotten a little bit better at making trash a little bit more stomachable. But yeah, there was definitely, if you, dude, doing a fucking raid in WoW had so much trash. And then you fight the boss, and then if it's like on Classic, oh my god, it respawns too. Oh no. Oh no, respawning trash after like an hour of attempts. That's the worst. Yeah, whenever you're back, G-Bar, just let me know. I'll respond to you. Again, but, you know. I say that like he can hear me now. He might not. He might be on to the void. No, come back, G-Bar. Just go in and fight and fuck shit up. Yep. But I kind of like the immersion of going into a dungeon too and like exploring the areas. I feel like it's cool, you know, and so it's a hard thing to like really capture properly. Be like, oh, here's like the boss rush, but like the boss rush is like, you know, it's just a boss rush at that point. Not too much going on. It's kind of how I feel about Monster Hunter Wilds too, right? Because like Monster Hunter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like basically everything up until a world feels like you want to prepare and get ready and like think about what you're doing, and you want to do attempts and try to understand the monster rather than like committing to all of your resources to them every single time. Whereas like Monster Hunter Wilds feels like you're expected to just be like really good and just, you know, go in and like, I don't know, I don't really like how it feels. It just feels like it's like a full combat, no preparation, just fight, know what you're doing kind of game, which it appeals to some people, but I like the vibe of like having to explore, having to like, you know, figure out what drops in the area, what I can craft, stuff like that. I like doing that in the older Monster Hunter games a lot, and I feel like that's been really, really toned down and toned back in Monster Hunter Wilds specifically. Which I know, and that's like the goal with Wilds. That was their goal with Monster Hunter World as well, was to remove a lot of the, you know, in between content, the like smaller content, and just like focus more on like build crafting and making your character super overpowered and stuff like that. And like I don't really vibe with that as much. I like having a little bit of like having to do other things, a little bit of having to like figure it out, you know, maybe craft some things, do some stuff, you know, do some preparation, get ready for the fight. Because it makes the fight a little bit more interesting to me at the end of the day when you have to do stuff like that. Or like, you know, it can make the fight even more interesting when you lack that preparation. Because when you lack that preparation, now you're now you're weaker than what, you know, other people might be. So now it's a challenge. It's like when you play like a Souls-like game. If you've ever played Dark Souls or Bloodborne or something like that. Like effectively my Bloodborne playthrough accidentally was a challenge run in its own way, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until like the, you know, past New Game Plus. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, what I was getting into, how my weapons would scale, you know, like I basically did a challenge run more or less because I just, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was making all sorts of mistakes. Like, yeah, I had all the other knowledge from other Souls games, but like I had to interact with the game and figure out everything that like my skills were scaling with, what was going on in the world, how to like explore it and stuff like that. And like it's essentially a challenge run because like I didn't look everything up. If you look everything up, then you make the games really easy.
I have
but
a theory.
it
Given the
also
native
kills that
wildlife's
preparation and like
abnormal
that
behavior,
discovery
it's
of like
possible
learning
this machine is manipulating their
and like knowledge and Lamborghinis, you know. Imagine being forced to play a certain way. Yeah, that's how Wilds feels though, doesn't it? Right? Like you're not forced to play a certain way, but like why would you run any other way?
Fast confirmation.
Like why would you play the game any other way than trying to just outskill the monsters? Right? This guy has a really cool design. Like why in Monster Hunter Wilds would you, you know, do anything else other than just outskill everything? There's no point. It doesn't really feel like it's incentivized for you to do anything else other than that. Like there's almost no reason to go farming like honey at all. There's no reason, like your resistances don't really make major differences anymore. A lot of things are a lot weaker than they have been. The only thing that you need to do is, you know, go to the Mathalos Den or whatever, go figure out what build is good, and then you're good. GG. Play the game with a comfort build and have high health and everything, and just don't worry about it. Defense level 5, chillin'. Divine Blessing 3, defense 5, a whole bunch of attack skills. Oh baby, we're so back. Like it's basically how you play the game, and like that's like every build in the game. You're running with almost no healing in Elden Ring. Yeah, that happens too. It's you basically made a self-imposed challenge run in your first playthrough of the game, right? And it's super cool because it's a unique experience that you get to have with yourself, right? And I feel like, you know, modern Monster Hunter is missing that. I feel like a lot of MMOs are missing that too. And it's like you said, it's optimization. People are over optimizing. People are making the games as easy as possible rather than, you know, embracing alternative ways of playing or just letting themselves figure it out and stuff. And like, I get it, especially in MMOs, I get it too, because like most of us played World of Warcraft. If you played World of Warcraft, especially at like even the bottom level of rating, right? People are like, hey, you need like this build to do this. If you're not like this build, or if you don't have these skills as a healer, like you're really gimping yourself, right? Like completely. Hi, Lana
If Darth
Benica.
Null created these machines, she must have been a talented scientist or a master of Sith alchemy. Perhaps both.
After centuries, her creations still function, more or less. An impressive feat. The shield. It doesn't match any known designs because Null built it so long ago. Perhaps the dig team activated it by accident, and they're still safe.
Or they activated it because they were attacked. We shouldn't rule anything out at this point.
Guessing doesn't help anybody. No, Rivix.
There's a good chance this is.
We gotta
all
let her
false
know we
alarm.
broke up with her for a
These
reason.
creatures seemed real enough to me.
We should keep moving.
But yeah, Chabard, I know, like, I'm super proud of you for, like, getting, like, you know, you're enjoying WoW again. And I remember the last time you played Classic with me, you were like, I'm never coming back to this shit. Like, the previous run of Classic, not, you know, the anniversary, where you're like, oh, I'm probably never going to come back to WoW. This is, like, you know, not it for me anymore. And I'm happy you're enjoying it. I wish I was enjoying Anniversary, but I think this era of myself over the last, like, 2-3 years, I just don't really have the energy of playing like an MMO long form right now, and I know how addicted I get to them too. So I'm trying to avoid doing all of that again.
Let's hurry on.
And I think that's exactly why, like, I didn't stick with Classic Anniversary, because I'm like, I've done Classic before. I did it the last time. I literally did everything in Classic WoW. So it's like, why would I want to do any of that again, even if it's hardcore? Like, hardcore's fun, but like I did everything in Classic WoW. Oh shit, did my internet go out? Or is the game lagging? Hello? Hello? Hello, stream? Oh, okay, the game's lagging. Great! Everything's going wrong. I love this. I love this shit. In terms of farming gear in Wilds, you really like the roster. Feel like the roster is lacking. It was cool bringing insert old monster's name back with new tech like in World and Rise, but they didn't. Doing that in Wild seems lazy to you. I feel like it's fine with some of them. Like Sergeros is really cool. Leggy Acris is really cool. I think we needed more. I think we needed more original monsters in the starting cast, or like more reworked monsters in the starting cast. I feel like if they did like Daimo Hermitar, or, you know, some of the other ones that have kind of just been forgotten for a while, that would have been really cool. But they basically just only brought monsters over from World and Rise, and that was about it. And they're not much different, which is kind of unfortunate. There are very few like returning monsters that were new. I think there's like Kutku, right? Like Yan Kutku. Okay, cool, right? The return of Yan Kutku, nice. The Guardian monsters are fun. I think they're okay. I'm not going to complain too hard about the Guardian monsters being different. I think they're okay redesigns in their own way. So I'm not too like offended with them. I just feel like they should have been earlier. Like, you should have fought Fulgor Anjanath like before HR 70. That felt really weird. You know, why am I waiting until like it felt like they should have had more earlier, and then a lot of the later Guardians and stuff that get introduced kind of feel like padding more or less. They don't really feel like they belong there. They feel like they should have been earlier in the game, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, it feels like they didn't design enough monsters to like fulfill parts of that. Like, why not have a brand new monster there instead of Fulgore Anjanath? Why not, you know? I don't know, give us a variant like Shrouded Narcilla or something like that. To be fair, we fought Fulgore Anjanath for the first time in G/Mastering. Yeah, but it's still, you know, it's still an old monster at this point, right? I feel like I just felt like the pacing was weird with what we were getting in Monster Hunter Wilds, especially in the I rank. They introduced abominations like Zoshia. They then cut that off. They could just bank into the whole Frankenstein monsters and would have been fresh for everyone. Yeah, that could have been really cool too. They could have done a lot more weird stuff. That would have been awesome. I'm probably like one of the few people who say you'll never come back to WoW and actually never come back. Most of them do anyways. I feel that. You know what? I'm gonna go back to WoW today, guys. We're becoming a World of Warcraft streamer again. Let's go, baby. You guys have convinced me. We're gonna play only WoW 24/7. That way we can mythic raid and eat snacks while we mythic raid. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Was I supposed to just go the other way? I think so. By that I mean no, I'm not going to. I'm perfectly content playing what I'm playing right now. I might play WoW for a little bit after they release the after they release housing in WoW. I'll probably jump in and I'll try the housing on stream, and I'll probably show you guys some stuff. Maybe go through the raids, maybe do some Mythic Plus and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm going to stick to the game for super long. Like, I'll subscribe for a month. We'll do some housing. We'll try it. We'll see how it feels. Like, I already have a max level character. I haven't done the latest raid, but I did do the one before that. So my character is probably in an okay spot. I think I could probably get into doing, like, you know, Mythic Pluses and stuff like that again, and just show the content off a little bit. See if it's for me. Because might as well. I've already bought the expansion. Might as well get my money out of it. Might as well get my dollars out of it, dude. Because I've already paid for that shit. You know? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get the people want their nostalgic monsters. I think it's good to have a lot of monsters, even if they're nostalgic. It's just, you know, there does need to be a balance of, I'm gonna die from this bleed. Holy hell. Okay. Yes, Rivix, please heal me. That bleed almost just took me out. Holy hell. It's just a quick wet band-aid. That's wet inside. Oh my god, blue. Yeah, like there's a lot of issues with how they approach Monster Hunter Wilds, I think. It does feel like there's less content than other games did. And it feels like they kind of like held back a lot of their content. Even like compared to like Base Rise or Base World, right? The problem that Base World has is the current problem that Monster Hunter Wilds has, which is so baffling to me that it's made me kind of upset with how Capcom's been handling their flagship franchise. Because the problem that I have with Wilds, the biggest problem I have with Wilds, is that the only things I want to do in Wilds are the event quests or the hardest monster fights. And that's it. That's it. There's no incentivization for me to do anything other than that. So, like, I have to do the arc-tempered monsters. I'm still in combat, by the way. I think the game thinks I'm still in combat. Yeah, this is the combat music. Oh, I have to find the keystones. Oh, I'm just dumb. Never mind. Okay, I just don't read. Instead, while they can bring back old monsters, why not do that and bring actual new monsters in addition? It's because the game drip feeds content, pretty much. That's kind of their goal with it. That's how World was as well, especially Base World. Rise also just like Rise didn't have anything new that released in post for the most part, but until Sunbreak. So, but at least the quests they released for Rise, you know, were hard and they were fun to do, and there wasn't a purpose, like it never nullified other content in the game, which was nice. I feel like Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Wild, like they constantly nullify the older content in the game. So like right now you can do the 9-star, you know, super quests to get your charms, or you can, you know, not play the game. Basically there's no point, there's very little point to do the things like that. Why would I, you know, why would I want to play right? That's how it feels sometimes. It feels like, why would I want to go kill a high rank, you know, frenzied tempered Kulaku when, like, not Kulaku, yeah, sorry, Kutku, when I could do, you know, 9-star tempered Lagiacrus for the 100th time and get a charm and, you know, get the points for it and stuff like that. Like there's no point in doing anything else other than the game's like hardest content essentially, which is kind of butts in my opinion. I think you need a balance, especially with Monster Hunter. I feel like the appeal, especially when I was playing Monster Hunter when I was younger, was that I could do any G rank quest and there was always a chance that I would get a cool charm, right? So like if I wanted to play like Monster Hunter with my friends, yeah, I could just do a G rank quest and it wasn't a big deal. As soon as they got to G rank, everything in G rank was worth doing in terms of my time. In Monster Hunter Wilds right now, it's very little is worth your time.
We'll need another. It can't have gone too far. More droids.
And I feel like that's the biggest problem. But that was also the problem with Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is the same thing. You either did, you know, 5-star tempered arch elder dragons basically, which were pretty easy, or you just didn't do anything else because everything else wasn't worth your time. That sucked, you know. Like at a certain point, just everything just wasn't worth your time to do. And I feel like having an incentivization, kind of like how Rise had it, where you rolled charms randomly. So like is as long as you did a quest, you know, got the next level of your charms to go through. I feel like that's a healthier thing because it at least incentivizes players to play with anybody whenever they want to. Like you could just do any quest, it's fine. You can go hang out with people, do whatever you want. But like in Wilds and World, it just doesn't feel like it's worth your time to do anything other than the hardest content in the game. And that's it. That's all. And it's a very limited pool of like 5 or 6 monsters now. And it's like, okay, well, why would I want to do post this game? I've already seen it. And as long as, if you're not the type of person to grind forever and never, like you'll find yourself bored with the, you know, the content that's there and the content that's on offer. Instead of bringing back Gen 3 and 4 monsters and call them new monsters. Well, they're cool to see in the new engine. They are new to like Monster Hunter 5 era, right? So I did like seeing Lagiacrus and Sergeris come back. I think they are good, and they are, in my eyes, you know, I think they're fine for replacing maybe seeing a new monster. And it's very Monster Hunter to do this too.
This is the source of the shield.
So I'm not gonna, like, they re-released Elatrion and Fatalis in World, right? So I'm not gonna complain too much about getting 2 monsters that are really well designed and really well made. I think they're fine. But I do wish we had just a bigger roster of things. I feel like the roster is kind of small. And I think the want to do more than just the hardest stuff in the game is the biggest L that Wilds has.
Dead Jedi, dead soldiers. This one was on the dig team.
Because if you really think about it, this whole year's worth of updates, the actual new monsters is a Final Fantasy robot. That's going to be really cool, I hope. I think it was Monster Hunter World, Base World had Kulve Taroth and Behemoth, and then eventually had Leshen. So we had 3 unique monsters that came out during like Base World. But also Base World, I think most of those came out like a year after Base World was out. Like Base World took a while to get all of its content. I remember that.
Trespassers detected.
Detected. Okay, this is a different type of fight entirely. This might be kind of cool, or might suck. I'm not sure. Yeah, what we really need, what we need is what they did back then. Make harder monsters that appear later, not make monsters easier and angrier as harder content. I agree. I like seeing, you know, a visual progression, right? Like, it's cool in Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter 3 where you get later in the game and you run into things like Gogmazios or like Dire Morales or, you know, Ivory Legiacris or, you know, Abyssal Legiacris, Lucent Nargacuga, fights that are like wholly unique that don't exist otherwise, other than you having to, you know, find them eventually because you've played the game enough to get to that point, are really cool. Or having to, like, you know, in the case of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, you get to fight a unique variant of a monster or like a Latreon or whatever because you've done every single quest. I think those are great rewards. I think that's how the game should reward you, is with, you know, the game that is gameplay first should reward you with more game that is fun to do. Crazy hot take, right? But the game that is gameplay first should reward you with more fun to do gameplay when you've gotten to the point where you've done a lot of the game's content. Crazy take, I know, right? Crazy take. Like, sure, being an old monster, bringing an old monster back, but do that while also bringing new monsters. Like, it's more in general. You see, that's the one thing. I think it's fine. I just think their content cadence is slow. I think none of us would be complaining about, like, rehashed monsters at all if the content cadence was faster. I think the content cadence is just too slow. Especially for a game when, like, in reality, I would bet you Omega was probably done before the game shipped, right? Like, I'm sure Legiacris was definitely done before the game shipped. I would give you guys, like, I would bet like $20 that Legiacris was complete before the game shipped, right?
Should work now.
I'll contact Darth Krovos immediately. The enemy already came here once. They may well
Sergeros probably also, but maybe was developed a little bit after the game shipped. Legiacris was definitely made before the game shipped, though.
A genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her?
Like, there's no way. And I think everything before Legiacris was also released in the game. Like, they had it before it released.
But why?
Like,
perhaps
obviously.
One of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even
this
so,
is a cool piece of story, though. I do like this.
Anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
That's why Malgus is interested.
That's true. I can see why Malgus would want to learn more about her.
The only other person to make Emperors and Dark Council members that nervous is you.
Krovos has confirmed that reinforcements are on the way. We can't be far from the ruins. Let's hurry on.
But, like, you know, Legiacris was developed initially for Monster Hunter World, and they didn't finish developing Legiacris for World, or they had a hard time developing him to make him work in the game, right? So they scrapped making him, but he was in concept art. He was shown in, like, trailers and stuff like that. Like, Legiacris was supposed to be in World, so there's almost no way in hell that Legiacris wasn't complete before the game released, as well as Legiacris had a unique space in the game that you could see before it released, right? So there was that room, if you knew where the room was that Legiacris takes you, that he goes underwater in, that you could see that room and you could see that it was basically just barred off from the player, as long as you were a little bit, you know, you looked at it with creative camera angles, right, and stuff like that. You didn't need to hack or anything too. This is pretty well known kind of knowledge, right? So Capcom, don't flag me as somebody who should be banned because I'm talking about, you know, your unreleased content that was just there the whole time, right? So Legiacris was definitely developed before it came out. Everything before Legiacris, I would bet you, was also developed before. Like, obviously, Zoshia was complete before the game shipped. Like, they basically slowed down the content cadence of the game because it seems like they had development issues and they were rushed to deliver it specifically to meet, like, quarter report timing. Because that's really how the game feels. It was unoptimized as hell on PC. They still have so many issues with the game. And they probably won't fix any of it.
That can't be good.
For, like, a while. Like, Monster Hunter Wilds, when it's done after the big expansion and stuff, will be a great game, I'm sure. But right now, the game is, like, not that great. In the end, you'll still hop on for Wilds to do the new updates, but the devs really show that Wilds was supposed to be more than World and ended up feeling like the same, if not less. Oh, I think the biggest problem with Monster Hunter Wilds is that the open world and
that's our way forward.
The hunting space stuff was really heavily ignored, and it was really underdeveloped to the point that they released the Grand Hub really quickly. I think that's the biggest telling sign that the development team didn't really fully finish the vision that they had for it. Because like, how often do you just hunt in Monster Hunter Wilds? Like, whenever you've played the game, what are you doing? How are you hunting in that game? How much are you using the open world? How much are you link partying with people to do environment link and stuff like that? Like, all of that shit's like broken. Hardly any of it works. That is the biggest sin. That is where Monster Hunter Wilds really fucked up. Like, as much as we want to complain about like content cadence and like the monsters being easy or like whatever, you know, all sorts of issues, right? Like, there's really no point, and it's really hard to enjoy just hunting in the game constantly and staying in the open world and just using the open world as like it was advertised and as like the development that they had envisioned, that they had told players on. They really failed there, like supremely failed, and they will probably never fix it because nobody's complaining about it. Very few people are even bringing it up because there are bigger issues with the game than the link party stuff and working in the open world environment, because that's not really what a lot of players care about, which is unfortunate because it probably would have been the coolest. It's the main feature of the game. It's the main fucking feature of the game, dog. You're supposed to be able to hunt and stay outside in the wild areas constantly. You're supposed to just do that. The game has timer-based buffs for your food and stuff for a reason. You're supposed to not go back to the Grand Hub that often. You're supposed to be open the world constantly. But you know what? You're not there. You're not there at all. You're back. That ad was crazy long. Where'd you go? You said 2 minutes. You've been gone for 2 hours. I missed you. No, ads are bad on Twitch, so I get you. When your first break at work. Yeah, no, I was saying that the last time you talked about WoW, like when we played WoW Classic on the previous servers before the anniversary edition, I remember you just saying that you were done with that and that you weren't going to come back to playing WoW ever again, probably. So I'm surprised that you came back for anniversary, but I'm happy you're enjoying it, you know. Like, you came back for hardcore and anniversary. Oh, I can fall and die. That's great. No, I'm so happy that that's the thing here. Oh, and I go all the way back. Oh, this is gonna fucking blow. Came back because hardcore is peak community. It's also kind of peak comedy in its own way too. I love when we were playing. I really enjoy just having the death log on and seeing people die. It's so funny to me just seeing random people die constantly and being like, oh shit, they died to, what was his name, Darkstorm, Fizzle Darkstorm, there in Durotar, my boy. I love me some Fizzle Darkstorm. I gotta be careful not to get clapped by these guys. If I fall, I die forever. That's fucking awful. Then I have to walk all the way back. If these guys knock you around, if this Vanguard has like a knockback, I'm going to scream. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, bombs are shooting at us. Boop.
Enemy dropship.
Enemy dropship. Just let me go. I don't want to fight anything. Let me move. There's gonna be guys who spawn here, right? Yep. Okay. The dead eyes. Good eye sniper. Before they rage log and say rip bows. Oh, that's toxic. You can't tell them rip. Oh, dude's already crying that he lost his character. Tears in his eyes. Nerd rage in his hand. Mountain Dew pissed down his legs, and you whisper him rip bozo. Damn, that's hella toxic. That's so fucked up. He's already pissing and crying and shitting himself and all angry, and you're going to tell him rip. Just smashed his keyboard, screamed to his Twitch chat, cried to his mom. Oh, there was a thing to shoot. I was trying to jump and I didn't jump anyway. I don't want to look back. You deserve some payback. You should have seen it when you died at 59, didn't you? What happened again? Didn't you disconnect or something? I would have been. I think that was one of those messages you sent me where you were like, dude, I'm so mad. I don't want to play this game anymore. Because like your character, you were like 59 and like you disconnected or something, right? DC didn't sell this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Dude, that's why I'm like nervous to play hardcore. And my internet's mostly stable, but it still has its issues. So I don't know. I'm definitely, you know, I've had my internet just go out for a while from time to time. So like, I don't know. I'd have to like, I feel like if I was playing hardcore, I'd have my phone on a hotspot because like my computer also has Wi-Fi, right? So I'd probably have the phone on a hotspot and my computer would be connected to the phone as a backup connection if I disconnected. If I ever disconnected, my phone would be a backup connection, so hopefully I'd get right back into it as soon as my like internet goes out. Ooh, bag of OP1 catalyst, whatever the fuck that means. Sure. Yoink. I hate this. These nukes also do like a lot of damage.
Careful.
This is a cool map though. And it does feel very thematic. It's just kind of rough. And then falling and being set back so far is real sad. It's definitely a skill issue. My companion Darth Rivix has died, brother. Let me resummon you real quick. Alright, did you heal up? I'm pretty sure those issues you had were hardware related. Really? Everything has been so much smoother. Upgrade the hard drive to SSD. Wait, you were playing on a HDD? Brother! HDDs are... Damn, really? What type of SSD did you get? Did you get like a regular one or did you get like an M.2? Dude.
Watch your step. These droids are dangerous.
They aren't gonna stop us.
I can't, like, I have two SSDs in my machine. I have a M.2 and I have like another SSD that I had like from my previous build. Because like when I got this new machine, I got M.2s, which are like the little stick ones that are really, really fast.
Hell yeah,
oh shit. We've been married.
Holy shit, 1 year. Oh.
Married for a year. You have two regular 1 terabyte SSDs now? Sick. We're married for a whole year! Fuck. Anniversary, what am I gonna get you? You can come over tonight. I have, I'm making myself a birthday dinner. A really late birthday dinner tonight, so. Because, like, the day before my birthday, my dad died. So, I didn't really get to do the thing I normally do on my birthday. So, I kind of make myself, like, a really big dinner with, like, some of my favorite foods. So, I'm doing that tonight with a girlfriend. So, we're We're making some very complicated food today. Hi, Darth Malgus. I don't want to kill you. You're my friend. I like
did not
him.
come here for you. Stand aside or die.
Nope. What are you planning?
The artifacts. Darth Null. What is it all for? Why are you here?
Yield.
I like
And
Malgus.
you may live long enough to find out.
Oh shit.
My destiny, the fate of the galaxy, lies before me. Nothing can stop what is to come.
I want to
Not
side with
even
him.
You.
I don't like. I want to side with Darth Malgus. I think he's actually a really good character. I don't want to kill him. Please don't tell me I kill him. He's a cool guy. Fuck no. He's like within our moral compass too of our character. But yeah, no, SSDs are a massive upgrade. I'm happy you got them. Yeah, holy shit. I have a couple of games installed on hard drives, but those are like I have 2 hard disk drives. One is mostly for Twitch VODs and Twitch editing. Like it's for like, you know, Twitch VODs and like YouTube editing and stuff like that, so it kind of is its own drive. And then I have oh my god. And then I have the other one, which is just my old one. It just ends up being my like save everything else there kind of hard drive. So like I use it for like, you know, saving music and etc. You know, things that are small that I don't really want taking up space on my SSDs. And then my SSDs are just like are pretty much mostly just games. Because loading faster is so based. It's so intense. It's like after you've gotten SSDs and you've set them up properly, like it's night and day. You can't go back. Oh, he's so easy. I thought he'd be as hard as like the Emperor or something. He's not hard whatsoever. Poor guy.
You cannot kill me.
Actually, I probably can. I don't want to. Fuck, man. Why do they gotta ruin the storyline like this? Why do they gotta ruin the storyline?
Die. Pain is nothing.
Malgus should be the final boss. Or, like, should be my best friend. Should also be harder than this. This is, like, such an easy boss fight compared to, like, the Emperor. He has a meteor that he pushes me out of. Okay. Cool. And I feel like he's supposed to be like a highlight fight too. So it's kind of disappointing that he's like this easy. I guess he's not that easy. He does take a lot of... He does hit me pretty hard if I get hit by his big attacks.
You cannot kill me. Pain is nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey! Where's my heal? Fuck. I was just complaining about how easy he was, and then he kills me anyway. You fucking bastard. Heal me! What the hell do you mean? You didn't heal me? Are you kidding me? Brother, you have one job, and that's to heal me, and you just didn't heal me. That whole time. That's crazy. Use my potion real quick then. My flask, basically.
You will not stand in my way.
He actually like destroyed the hell out of me. I'm gonna be more careful during that like last phase there. I love how they just run at him. Yeah, I guess my healer just sucks. So he doesn't know how to heal. What a bastard. An HDD for too long for sure. Yeah, when your HDD starts to like raid. Oh no. Yeah, Percy, that just happened.
Crush you.
My My shower rod just fell down in my bathroom. My cat's like, what the fuck was that? Was it a ghost? Probably. It's probably a ghost fucking with us, dude.
You cannot win.
You cannot win.
Oh no. Look, he's healing me this time. Why didn't he heal me last time? Yeah, HDDs also like start to die after 10 years. I think that might be the problem I'm currently having with my computer crashing, is that I need to get rid of my HDD that I use for recording, because I think that one crashes when I'm recording sometimes. I think that's an issue I've been starting to run into. So don't get deleted by the next time you cast that spell. Okay, mister. I just like stick back here and I pop the heal as soon as he's done being goofy. Like, I think I need to replace my HDD as well, but I think I need to replace my CPU first. Not my CPU, my CPU cooler. But I have to go return my CPU cooler. I'm gonna do that tomorrow though. I told the girlfriend we go out on a date, so I was gonna go meet her after work, and right by her work is the UPS center, so I can drop off my CPU cooler that I bought that's way too big for my computer, so then I can hopefully buy a new one, because that would be cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got zapped because I got too close to the side because he knocked me into the wall. That's crazy. What are you doing? He changed his angle.
Pain.
I would need to kill you before.
We did it.
Okay, you saw all my defenses anyway.
Is over.
We beat him! Yippee! Please tell me he lives. I'm gonna be mad if we kill him here. He looks almost like a really bulky Darth Vader right now, and I like it. Really bulky, post-singed Darth Vader. I don't even remember the name of that planet that he gets, like, burnt on. Oh no. 10 force users to hold him down. That's crazy. Is this guy really that powerful? Jeez. He actually is that strong. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, the queen. Gonna force choke him out? What are we gonna do? Bro, you can't kill him here though, right? You can't kill him or get rid of him here. He's probably like the last well-written character we have. Please. He could have been a cool villain. Fighting him here feels too early. Like he's not been developed enough. At least his prison looks sick. He looks like his own. He looks like a king.
Will it hold him?
Until he tells us everything he knows.
What is he, like Superman in a kryptonite prison?
Or he dies.
We should kill him? No. you think he'll talk?
Will he actually tell us
I
anything?
don't want to kill him. I like
Probably
him.
not at first. But eventually, he will accept the full gravity of his situation. A fresh dig team will resume the work on Elon shortly. Malgus made quite a mess, but with luck, we'll soon know everything there is to know about Darth Nul.
If her inventions can be militarized, with our replenished Kolto reserves, the Republic will have precious little hope left. The cell is satisfactory, Lord Eldred. I will share my appraisal with the rest of the Dark Council. Darth Savik should be cautious. You could be a marvelous contender for her position. With Malgus captured, what is next for the Hand of the Empire?
Doing your job, damn. Serving the Empire,
Whatever
of
the
course.
Empire needs, the Hand will provide.
The Council will be reassured to hear that.
You think this is over?
Think we have forgiven? Do you think we have forgotten? We are the Forsaken.
I'm kidding. That line's so fun from the Wrathgate cinematic. That used to be like the coolest quest ever. I can't believe they neutered it. Oh shit. Is she gonna actually be a
I
Sith?
have revealed a truth long buried. A path to power, concealed by thrones and hidden by councils. Overshadowed by a war with no true victor.
You see, I like Malgus. I like his approach. I like what he's doing. I want to know more.
I have seen a vision of the future. A galaxy in flames. What I have begun will not end with me. This is only the beginning.
But I need him to like explain exactly his things, because like, is he like a doomseer? Is he like where, like what exactly is he? Where exactly is he in his mind, right? Is that it? Did we finish Legacy of the Sith? Is this it? Are we done with this game? Oh shit. We might be done with the game. Alright, let's skip the things. No, there's more. Okay. There's more. Nope, there's more. There's more. We got more. We got the follow-up for that. It's just like, the game's like, oh yeah, you completed this part. Like, wait, what? There's no way. There's still new content. Okay, we're getting close to the... We're close. We're on the final expansion, like the current expansion of the game. So this is all current content. Finally, we're done. No way, dude. It's an MMO. It goes infinitely. Don't you know? We're never going to be done. We're going to come back here every single week. No, I'm kidding. No, we'll be back. I'm definitely going to play this game whenever like new big story updates happen. Like whenever I'm actually finished with it. Because like I have a character at the end game. We might as well, right? What's going on here? Wait, why is your character dressed like that? We need to know. Why do you have a baby? I have a baby too, don't I? This place gets so laggy. And like, it's just people teleporting. Why is your character dressed? Why you got Jahisa dressed like that? In the slave outfit, Mr. Robo-Man. Why that? I see your taste, and it's wrong. I disagree with it. We're in the ERP center right now, guys. This is where all the people... Oh my god, do you actually have balcony people? Wait, this is just like Balmung in Final Fantasy 14. You got people on the balcony. Oh god. Oh good god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we might be on the wrong server, guys. This is... Oh good lord, the balcony people. Do you guys know what the balcony people are in Balmung? Oh no. Oh no. Usually they're people who are looking for a little bit of a spicy time. that's what the balcony people are in Balmung, so I wonder. Maybe we'll have to investigate, but maybe that'll wait for next time, guys. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. There's things that click the video. There's a button there. There's a button there. There's a button everywhere. Do the thing. Do the stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time for hopefully the last little bits of this game. I do want to get to the end of the story, actually. I'm invested in Malgus. I like him as a character. I like his concept because I feel like he's trying to either reshape the Sith, reshape the Alliance, reshape the system that exists within the Star Wars universe. He's just not really being straightforward with his motivation and what he wants to do, which feels kind of opposite because my character also wants to do something similar like that. So I'm kind of interested to see where the story actually goes. I'm actually kind of having fun with this one. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Peace, love, happiness. Bye. Follow or something, I guess. I don't know, whatever. All right, that's it for the YouTube people. You guys cool if I play some Sonic for a little bit? I'm not going to leave yet. I won't play Sonic. Back. So to recap, what you said, focusing on bringing back old monsters is cool, but only doing that seems lazy. They should also bring more wild exclusive monsters and shouldn't fix the PC performance issues. I mean, the PC performance issues have no excuse for being there. That's like the worst part of Monster Hunter Wilds, right? Like, it has no reason that the game runs like fucking ass, right? There's no good reason for it. It needs to be fixed. I'm not gonna, you know, there's no defending it. It fucking sucks, right? Okay, now we'll go move on. I honestly like you said, like you're saying, like bringing back old monsters is cool, but how they're doing it seems lazy. I think what I said earlier like lines up with that as well in the same way. Like I like seeing the old monsters. I like seeing the ones we haven't seen in a really long time return to the game, but I do think the issue that exists for me in the game is literally it feels like we're being drip fed content very slowly, and it feels like the game wasn't really thought as a fully finished product until it released, right? And Monster Hunter World did that too. The only game that felt like a complete product before they released it was Rise. As much as people want to hate on Rise, but you at least like we had to wait on All Mother to release in Rise for like base Rise, but it was obvious that we were going in that direction, right? And it happened really quickly. It happened within like a month or two of the game being released. We're still waiting on like basically the finished version of Monster Hunter Wilds base game to come out, and it's been like a year, which feels really weird. It feels really weird. Like Monster Hunter World also felt the same way to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Felt the same way. I'm not nostalgic for World super heavily like some people are, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna boot up Sonic. I'm gonna go get my controller. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, I only last that long. Let me change my title too real quick. Boop, 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 boop. I guess I can't change my title. Everything. There it is. Let's change our title to Supersonic Racing, okay? Supersonic Racing. CROSSWORLDS. Time Trials. Smile. And then, what else? Any other words? Baldur's Gate 2 tomorrow? No, Monster Hunter tomorrow. Monster Hunter tomorrow, Baldur's Gate 2 on Monday. Baldur's Gate 2 will be Monday for sure. I have to figure out how to finish the Sonic game now, the Sonic RPG, because it's going to be impossible. I'm kind of actually upset about that completely, but you know, whatever. We'll get past it, right? It's not really that big of a deal. It is a big deal to me, though. I hate when I get so far in a game and I don't get to finish it, you know? Boop, 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 boop. The game's meant to be big, but it feels small for some reason. For Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is like I said, like I agree, it's missing content, but also like I feel like the biggest thing that they've fucked up in the game was that they didn't the open world content in the game that they wanted to add to the game and what they wanted to do with the questing in the open world, they just didn't finish it. Literally, they didn't finish it. It's unfinished. It doesn't work properly. It's kind of a big L. Take care. I'm gonna be staying here, but if you're leaving Biotrex, you have a good night. Sleep well. Take it easy, Pookie. I'm gonna be here for another like I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. I just want to do some I want to do some time trials and stuff. I'll put my camera on too as soon as I go to the bathroom. Gotta go piss, man. Be right back.
Traveling so fast, is this the future or the past?
Alright, guys. Well, I might have got the wrong controller. Oh my god. I'm a goober. I happened to have the right controller in my room already, and I didn't think I had it in my room. What a goober! What a dumbass! Okay, where's our only cams? There we go. I think I need to be like up here, or like the position thing. I'm not exactly sure where to put my camera off the top of my head. We're gonna just do some time trialing though. That's my plan. I've been enjoying doing the time trials, and I only really want to play for like a little bit before I gotta get off. My pasta sauce is coming out really good though. I just have to like skim the fat off of it now. Because like a really heavy kind of sauce, so we're gonna keep playing Miku. We've kind of done all of like Miku though. Let's try Big the Cat. Or, didn't we use like a speed car with Big the Cat? Let's try that. Supersonic speed. I did do a couple of the supersonic speed ones on my own. I've been kind of trying to figure out how to min-max a little bit more and figure some shit out. We should probably try to fix the rest of these. I think they're a little bit easier than the supersonic speed ones. So let's knock these ones out. Big the Cat looks so dumb in this car. Oh man. I think I'm okay. Oh no, I'm not okay. Ring route wise, okay. Just grab one here then. It doesn't really make a difference. It's like opening up the portal, but it's like, bro, all the same, right? Oh shit, there is a shortcut there, okay. Like if I gotta or like hit that, see that? Oh wait, maybe that's not a shortcut. Okay. I don't think that is a shortcut. I think I just got baited. I was like, man, wait, that might actually be a shortcut. I don't think it is a shortcut. I do think that's gonna be like the best line to take though. There's not really that much to optimize here. It's a pretty chill kind of map here. I gotta get like the coin route going. Oh man. I was trying to grab something. Grab nothing. Oh fuck me. That was a big bailout. Holy shit. Usually that's like not much of a problem on the plane, but yeah, that was a huge bailout. Just gonna go down here actually. I feel like that's probably a good route. I was like, I'm gonna hit 100 coins here for sure. Never mind. We'll lose some coins, but I think we're fine. Better route than we did last time. I actually think hitting the coins is faster there. Because I actually have the thing that gives me a small boost when I hit coins. I think that's like the route to get level 3 there and go through it. Like, I think that's probably the best line to take there. I don't know about all that. That's a little bit extra. Oh yeah, I should just like swap. Okay. Well, not the best line. Fuck, man. Try to take these corners too like close. Like losing control of my character there. Yeah, I think that's the route too. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward. What about all that though? Yeah, I have to hit that for sure. There's no way. Yeah, then I gotta hit all those. Okay. That last route, that last like lap was really bad. I'm probably getting a B rank like pretty easily. Yeah. Missed by only 3 seconds though. First lap should be cleaner. Second lap could have been a little bit cleaner. Third lap was a fucking mess. Got it. Maybe we'll get the S rank this time because we'll get good. Not too worried about that. As long as I'm holding A going into it, I'm happy. I had a better coin route last time. But this is a much better like not scuffing here. I'm gonna stay up here and just get the boost. Okay. Much better. Like, what was that, like a few seconds ahead? Cool. I want to take the inside line as much as possible. Oh, I was trying to get that. Okay. I was trying to get that without, like, scuffing it super hard. Whatever. Still got the 4. Fuck. No. I think I can still. I want to practice anyway. So I was thinking about like falling down there and then using the boost to like get like a big boost. I lost 3 seconds there. Crazy. That's how bad that last attempt was. Holy hell. And then under that claw, that like thing is like a super boost. So if we're really good at the game, we could hit that. Like that's kind of the angle I was trying to hit, but I missed it. So y'all know the concept of what I was going for wasn't super crazy. Whatever. For releasing there. This is the A rank for sure. We're not getting an S rank on that one though. Minus 3 seconds on lap 2. Crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, S rank 6 seconds off that. Yeah, that was pretty far off. I saved like 6 seconds on the final one. Holy hell. That's how scuffed it was. What else do we have? I'm trying to clean up the ones that are like left over. Oh yeah, this map's cool as hell. I don't know, this game is like super fun. There's so much, like, it goes through all the different aesthetics that Sonic has gone through. So it's really fun to just see all the different areas that we fall into. Okay. Okay, cool, I got the money. I don't know where I would use the boost, so I'm just gonna waste it now. I didn't grab the boost here, so I'm just gonna go straight. I pushed out because the thing was like smashing on me. Oh god. Smashing Nigel Thornberries. Fuck. I was really trying to like get that angle. That's fine. That was still like a lot faster. Okay, but now I know where to spend it. Oh, I missed it. I got a break there. That sucks. I either have to have a better angle or I got a break. Okay. Oh fuck! I missed it. I tried to react pretty quickly to that one though, so that got messy. I really didn't want to fall off there. That's fucking scary, dude. It's a long map. I don't think I got it. I feel like I raced okay, though. Oh shit, I got it. Nice. Off by only 3.5 seconds. That's crazy. I got all of the rewards for racing for like the amount of races I've done. Sick. Boom. New gadgets. That's like all the gadgets then. We'll just have to play online multiplayer now. Cool. Gearhead. Gearhead gone Goma. Doesn't make sense you wouldn't Sonic run faster than all these cars. He's playing on a handicap, bro. He's gotta give everyone else a chance. You ever play Mario Kart? Wouldn't there be like countless characters in Mario Kart that would also be faster if they ran instead of on the cars? I feel like there'd be more than one at this point. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm underthinking that, but like, of course, Mario's not faster than the car, but okay, there's a way to do that a bit better. boost bad or angle the better. Yeah. I feel like I should go up to get the 10 piece there. 10 piece cheeky McNugget. But I know Big the Cat would not go as fast as Sonic. That's for sure. Like, I need my dude Big the Cat to, like, you know, to show up. He shows up to the function. He's invited. I love Big the Cat though, he's stupid. Nice Mario Kart update. Dude, they added new characters. Lucy. How are you today, Lucy? I hope you're doing well, friend. Buggy. How was your stream? I hope your stream went well. I'm not sure where to boost that would like gain a lot of time. Like obviously saving at least one for here, and then like doing the tight turn here is really good. But I don't know anywhere else that would be a good boost spot. Like getting the tight turn there. Oh, there's grass there. Fuck me. Oh, I thought that would have the secret. I thought that would be where the extra like super boost is. Like, I think making sure you hit certain moments might be worth holding it for. Oh my god, that's fucked up. You still get one like pretty easily, but I did not boost fast enough for that last one. Yeah, I gotta go to the right at least once. This one sucks. Yeah. This is Mario Kart plus SSX tricky if you get a child because you can do tricks and flips while in the air pretty much. Oh my god, I'm off by 0.1 seconds. No, fucking bro. Almost first tried it. Oh well, if I didn't get hit by that dinosaur, that was so free. I should hold one for that final lap though, for sure. Because then I can skip the dinosaur, right? And not get hit by it and like go through the grass. That sounds like a vibe. I didn't get the full boost, it's fine though. Layering routes bad. It's fine. Our run wasn't good anyway, so like we can definitely beat it with skill. Just like with better lines and stuff. It's so odd that you have to like really think about it. It's gonna be hard to like fully map out some of these levels for sure. So I wanted to grab that one there so I could get the boost, but I kind of like fucked it up. And then I want to go to the right here to get this guy. So I have him. And then we're at 100, so this is so early. What an early boost. Lost a little bit of speed there.
I should use this.
I'll wait for the last lap for that one. I don't know, I also doubt that Sonic's faster than a car. I don't think Sonic's like supposed to be the Flash either. I don't know the actual like lore behind how fast Sonic's supposed to be. It's crazy to do a boost while braking, but it's faster, I'm sure. Because hitting that close angle has to be good. Oh my god, that was nasty. Yep, we're gonna go get this guy. I think we're good. I think we just roll through. Pray we hit the right guy. Oh, we got him. Sick. Try and cut this. Nice. A sick one. Kill me. Bad. Lots of extra boosts. We actually cut that like by 5 seconds. Kind of good. Kind of goated. 9 seconds more for the S rank. That feels intense. But my first lap's pretty bad. I think so. I think I could save a lot of time on my first lap and my second lap there. Mystic Jungle. I'm gonna do this one. This is gonna be my last one, guys. Then I'm gonna go. This map's really cool though. Very colorful. And I gotta go finish making my food and stuff for dinner tonight. Here. But this one doesn't have any rings, so that's probably slower. Oh yeah, this map's hard for me. This will be a fun one to figure out then. I've had a hard time with this map many times, so you can definitely take the snake there. I know that's a shortcut. It's a short map too, so a coin route's maybe not as important. I'm not sure. Fucking murder me. It's weird that this is like on the car, right? Because like you would think, oh fuck, I took the drift way too early there. I can probably still make an A rank though if I like play decently. We'll see how it goes, right? This is a short map, so it might not be worth it. Sometimes it'll be slower than the last time, right? It is. It's slower than my first lap time. Oh no. That's actually abysmal. You ever just not... Like, there's gonna be some cool shit for this map. You're gonna be able to, like, skip stuff constantly, I'm sure, if you're, like, doing stuff proper, like... Fuck me, dude. I was trying to hit it to get the super boost. Oh my god. My angles are all bad and stuff and whatnot. I'm not even finishing this. I'm so mad that I did it so poorly. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting an A rank or a bust, dude. Fine. Should we try this part? Yeah, that's probably better. It's a lot of rings to get. Shit. I was about to try to take the small shortcut, but I didn't have a wisp boy on me. Felt pretty okay. It didn't seem like it was like much faster than the first time though. I think taking a Sprout's just worth it. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to take that one without, like, really screwing myself. Like, how am I supposed to take the snake head without, like, really losing a lot of time there? I have no idea. Fuck. There's 100 ring coin up there. That's intense. Okay. Oh, I just missed anyway? Cool. Yeah, like you have to hit that like perfectly. Get good, man. The white anyway. Fuck. Never mind. It's worse than last time. It actually kind of is, isn't it? Fuck. What is the time that we need? This is a bad one. I did it. Off by 3 seconds. I might have gotten it my first time. Oh no. It's just like that jump there where you have to get it. I fell really bad. That was a big spill to take. Full boost. I'm gonna go this way actually. See what happens if we kind of ignore the pointage there. It's a lot faster, that's why. Just focus on like these guys. Yeah, well, that's fine. It's a lot faster. I think I just ignore and I just go for speed. Because normally you're gonna want to get 100 coins in every stage, but like this stage is really short, so it doesn't really feel like it's too valuable. Like, of course, get like what you can, but like, it doesn't feel like it's worth to like, you know, murder yourself over. I didn't get a speed guy though that time, so that's unfortunate. I was kind of trying there too. So my other ghost is probably gonna catch up in time here. Still have a fair lead on him though. Oh, I lost a second there. Gained a second, lost a second. Nice. Not going to. Go fuck off. Definitely got the A rank there. Because I got the good boost. I got the super boost and I didn't fuck it up. Off by a second and like almost a half. It's crazy. Very close. That was, yeah, just go with the route, I think, because there's no real reason to do a coin route there because it's so like short of a course. Sometimes the courses are like much longer. I'm mostly just going for the A ranks because they give you rewards. I'll probably finish the S rank grind sometime eventually, right? Because I feel like that would be fun to do. Gotta do one more to get it. I want to get the A rank grind done, and then I'll probably do the S rank grind for myself eventually. Speed run times after that? No, that'd be funny. Imagine grinding for like leaderboard. It could be pretty fun. I mostly don't get like how to control like getting like maximum like flight, you know, speed. Flight speed is hard for me. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, that was really cutting it close there. That cut it really close there. Oh, you didn't really cut my time off though at all, so that's fine. I go here to get the boost. Just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna take it safe, actually. I don't really think I should push too hard there. Yeah, because that shit happens. It's fucking hard. I was like, man, I'll just take it safe. I know I have like the A rank here pretty much built in, but then I was like, man, but what if? And then, yeah, falls off. I think we could still get it though. I don't think it's that bad of a... I did this one on the like legendary super duper sonic speed or whatever, and it wasn't that bad, so we might need to do it again. No, it's an easy A rank. I was off by 6 seconds. If I didn't fall there, maybe I would have. Maybe we would have. Let's unlock. We'll unlock the Sonic soundtrack, I think, with this one. So pretty cool. Sonic the Hedgehog 20th anniversary soundtrack. Sick. Where's that Sonic Adventure? Has it been 20 years since Sonic Adventure came out, guys? No. Oh, then it's the Werehog stuff. I think I already have that one because I pre-ordered the game, which is kind of funny. The game's like, oh yeah, you can get new music that you already have. Thank you. Because I already have Planetary Pieces here. The Werehog stuff. It's crazy how this is all here. Yeah, Sonic Adventure. Oh god, it's been 20 years. I figure out what music I want to add. What music do I want to add? There's so much music in this game. And I've just been unlocking tracks because like when you get A ranks, you start to unlock the new tracks. I want to get like some of them that I'm missing still. I didn't play Sonic Origins. I don't know what the music is like for that game. You know, Undefeatable had to be one, right? Or Superstars. I didn't play Superstars. Didn't you play Origins, G-Bard? I think you did. Yeah, these are the musics that I have chosen. I like the Miku songs. I got the Miku tracks. This is the like menu music for the most part. This isn't actually the racing music. This is the racing music. For like the worlds that you go into. This is like the main stage music. It's cool. They have it organized. It's very nice. Origins. Yeah, didn't you play Sonic Origins? I thought you said that you did a while ago. Was it any good? Yeah, I only have Miku for like Final Lap though. Yeah, you beat Sonic 1 on Origins. You want to go back? Yeah, cool. Is it just like the game's redone? I haven't beaten Sonic 1 or 2 like ever. Or 3. Should actually beat them eventually. That'd be cool. I can buy new car parts, right? I've been buying all the power cars. Trying to get all of those pieces. What are we gonna get? Cross Dozer or Cross Dozer? We'll get the Cross Dozer top piece. Yeah, we're missing only the one part, and then we'll have them all. After that, I'll get the the speed parts, and then we'll finish up everything else. I feel like the speed cars are really good. They're fast. I don't know how strong boost would be. They seem like they're really slow. Power cars seem like they're pretty much in the middle. Acceleration cars are also kind of in the middle, but they kind of lack power and boost potential. Like power cars seem like they're kind of in the middle, but they have pretty bad handling. Speed cars have good speed, but always bad acceleration and bad boost. Boosts have insane boost, but very bad speed. Yeah, I feel like a power car is kind of like the good all-rounder. I've been vibing with those lately. Yeah, it had like some cutscenes and lore and interesting stuff to connect the games. Oh, that's really cool. That's really neat. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, man. I am donezo. I gotta go. I've already extended stream and hung out for a billion years. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go finish my food. Go on my hang out with my girlfriend for food date. I'll be back here tomorrow though for Monster Hunter, hopefully. If it's not gonna be Monster Hunter, it'll be Baldur's Gate 2. We'll finally start that. I should have probably started Baldur's Gate 2 today, but you know what? Plans change, things happen. Things happen, plans change, people come and things go. And that's how it is. Oh, let's see if I'm gonna raid anybody. There's a lot of people streaming today. That's a lot. Too bad I ain't. No, I'm kidding. I'll probably raid somebody, actually. I hardly ever raid people. Friends playing Minecraft, I will raid them. Played games with Mal in the past. We've played like Lockdown Protocol and some other stuff together on stream. Let's give Mal a raid. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Lucy, Chibard, Biotrex, everybody who's been here, everybody who's hung out, whoever's been here. If you're lurking, thank you so much for lurking. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Marlon, thanks for being here earlier. Biotrex, Chibard, Lucy, everybody who's been here. I'll be back here tomorrow for Monster Hunter. Anybody who wants to join, we can hang out and do all sorts of goofy shenanigans if it works out. If it doesn't work out and the game like delays the update until later, we'll be playing Baldur's Gate 2 for the very first time. It'll be really cool. Okay, bye.